Yo, Maddie, welcome to the chat. Happy Sunday. This is a bit of a weird one for us today. Master Farah, welcome to the chat. Carlito, welcome to the chat. If you are in here watching with us, what's up? John, I'm going to pull you straight to the top, bro. Thank you. If you are in the chat, if you want to submit your music, all you have to do is hit Command Submit, and that will give you the submission form. If you want to skip the queue, hear the instructions in the chat, but I'll explain who I am, what I do, and what this is, and why we're doing it on Sunday very shortly. Wavy Sage early today. Welcome into the chat. Maddie said, I like it. The birds are chirping. Yeah, it's bright outside. There's things going on. I got to go do shit after this. It's a little bit different. I'm not just going to go to bed after this. So Darius was good. Welcome to the chat. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys had a good weekend. What have you guys been up to? Let us know. What do you got going on this weekend? If you're doing anything else after this, let us know in the chat. Carlito, what's going on? I haven't even finished my morning coffee yet. This is a weird one. We'll give it a couple minutes just to let people come in. But happy Sunday, guys. Like I said, I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow, Monday from 6 to 8, because I have a client in town. We have some stuff to go do tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So I'm not gonna be able to stream on Monday. I'm not gonna be streaming on Thursday this week, just because I have stuff going on at work. So I'll probably do, well, today obviously, which is happening right now, but I'll probably do a Saturday stream next week as well. Just to do a makeup for Thursday night and not being able to stream on Thursday night. So just keep your eyes open for that. I haven't necessarily announced or figured out the time yet, but I am going to figure out the time during the week, and I'll post about it and put it on the Instagram and on the Twitter and everything. Oh, looking for sets on Peerspace. Carlito, I do that shit all the time, so I totally understand what that's like. If you are in the chat and you want to submit your music, all you have to do is hit Command Submit. Maddie said, dropped an EP in the videography for a local Boston event with a bunch of creatives. Also, Shorty Troubles, 8 out of 10 weekend. Well, you know, I hope you get through the other ones. Fugazi, hit the sub. Yeah, let me know if you are an automatic resubscriber. If you are, you do get bumped up for free. You get 1 free bump a month if you're an automatic resubscriber. But if you subscribe or get the sub, that is a guarantee that you will get played on stream today. Yes, Jordan, I do still work at Genius. I'm the director of A&R Genius Distro now. So I've been working on the distribution side of things, signing artists, putting projects out. We are 2 years in and over 20 million streams in, bro. So I feel very good about what I'm doing. We've signed about 6 artists from the stream and from the community here as well. So this has really turned into a bit of a talent incubator for me and a way for me to find artists and stuff. Are you able to divulge what you're doing with the client today? Yeah, for sure. So I have one of my management clients coming into town for a DSP run, a press run. So I will be running around to DSPs doing content pieces and stuff like that this week, which is exhausting. But we have like a shoot at like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. on Monday, which is why I can't do Monday stream. And then on Thursday, it's my little sister's birthday and she's here. So I'm going to skip Thursday too, just to go celebrate. She turns 21. So she's in New York celebrating her 21st birthday. And yeah, so I'm going to take Thursday off as well, but do a makeup for it next weekend. That being said, if you are in the chat and this is your first time in here, make sure you hit Command Submit if you want to submit your music. Carlito, I got you bumped up. Oh, did you want it for Oshua or did you want it for you? Because I saw yours. But if you are in the chat, I'll explain how this goes, what this is. If you're with us on Instagram, come join us on Twitch. That's where all the fun stuff's happening. That's where the chat's most active. That's where we'll be talking about music and giving feedback, following artists, pulling up their socials. So if you are in the chat here, submitting, all you have to do is hit the link in my bio. It's free. If you want to come join us on Twitch, it's free to watch as well. For everybody who's in the chat here on Twitch, if this is your first time, welcome in for the first time. I'll explain what this is, what I do. But if you can see this next to me, this is where your submissions go. So make sure you hit Command Submit, which is exclamation mark. If I ever say command anything, it just means put an exclamation mark in front of that word, type it in the chat, and it is going to tell you how to do the things that you want to do, all right? So for everybody who's new in here, if you've never been in here before, my name is Kayvan. I'm the director of A&R at Genius Distro, which I just mentioned to somebody in the chat. Wavy Sage, as soon as I see the notification come up, I got you. But here are some of our clients. These are artists that I've kind of signed and been working with over the last 2 years. So Win, out of Portland, Oregon, great female rapper, killing it right now. Overcast, he did his Reset EP, probably the biggest song, to be honest. It was the first single we did. We moved on, did full EP with him. Angelo Moda, who we just put out a new EP from, called Angelo is Tired. Tide, which is killing it right now. Very happy about that one. Ashoka, who's a rapper from Rockland County, now based in LA. Serena, who's from the DMV. Antone Now, who's my 16-year-old rapper who I found here on stream as well. Leia the Leo, Ajna, Brave. My name is J Mac, who's the first signing from this stream and the first signing to Genius Distro as well. City James, Vivid, Cantrell, and Jordan occasionally. So of the people from this roster, about 6 of these artists were people that I found here on stream first and then continued to work with afterwards. So for me, this is a bit of a talent incubator space. It's a place for me to see how artists develop and grow over time. It's a place for me to see how they're doing, what they're doing. But more than that, it's a place for us as a community to give feedback to independent and emerging artists to help them develop and help them grow. That is something I'm super passionate about. I love helping artists improve. I love helping them figure out how they can be better. Okay. I got you, Wavy Sage. Thank you. What is the artist name for you? Let me know in the chat, Wavy Sage, and I'll make sure we, is it just Sage? It's just Sage, I think. So, how this works. Send your music in using the submission form. It's free to send your music in. If you want to guarantee that you get played on stream today, like this is what it usually looks like on a Monday and a Thursday. Red is what we don't get to play. Green is what we do get to play. So if you subscribe or gift a sub, that's a guarantee that you will get played on stream today. It's the only way to guarantee that we'll get to your song 100%. That being said, every 5 priority subscriber submissions will do a free bump up at random using the spinning wheel from the rest of the submissions in the form. So there's always a chance to get bumped up for free. And then usually we do the last 30 minutes of the stream is just for bumping people up from the chat for free as well. So we'll probably be able to do that today because we don't have as many submissions as we usually do on a Monday or Thursday. So boom, that's it. Kari, send your music in. I definitely want to hear it. Carlito says, my brother calls me a D1 yapper. I'm wholeheartedly running with it. I'm dead, bro. All right, so there's only one rule in here. The only rule is to please be respectful of each other. If I catch you being a dick in the chat, I'm gonna be a dick to you too. So is everybody else. We're all gonna turn on you. It's gonna be like pack mentality. We're gonna jump on you. We're gonna, bully you out of the chat. It's just how it works here. That's how I want to run the community. We have no tolerance for disrespect. All right, everybody here is doing something that's really difficult and putting their whole heart and soul into it. So let's just be respectful of each other, but please give feedback. We want to know what you think of songs. If there is something that you think could improve or something that you think could be better, let us know. We want to know. That is what the stream is about. And I'll be pulling up socials as we go. So if you see or hear something that you like, go follow the artist, go support them. It's as easy as that. All right, this is a very simple process in here. Let's get into it so you guys can see how this all goes, how this works. But again, if you want to guarantee to get played on stream today, the best thing you can do is subscribe or gift a sub. That will guarantee you get played on stream today, all right? This is a makeup for our Monday stream. So if you are just joining us in the chat, or if you're with us on Instagram, just know that I will not be streaming tomorrow night. This is your first and only opportunity to get heard during the week this week. Sunday stream is the stream for Monday. Next Saturday, we'll do a makeup for Thursday, but I'm not going to be streaming on Monday or Thursday night this week. So if you are trying to send music in, I highly recommend you do it today. That is for you people on Instagram and you people on Twitch. Let's make sure we send our music in if you want to get heard. I don't want to hear anything in the Discord about people being like, yo, what was the stream on Monday? I've said this many times. There is no stream on Monday. This is the Monday stream on Sunday. All right? All right, we've got our first 5 priority subscriber submissions. Let's get into it, and then you guys can see how it works. It's much easier when you can kind of like get in there and see what it goes. See what the process is. Jordan, we'll get you pulled up as well into the priority queue. Again, that is a guarantee you'll get played on stream. We're starting with John today, who I am a big fan of. Oh, I guess I didn't do all the other stuff. Hold on. Before we get started with John, go follow us on Kayvan's House too. If you're not following us there, we are doing a bunch of really cool things to try and support the community and members of the community and artists in the community there as well, like our new music playlist, New Music Who This, which updates every Friday, our community playlist, which updates every single month with songs from the community. That is a free submission as well. We've got the guest list, which actually closes tomorrow, so you should get in there and submit your songs if you haven't already. Make sure that you follow the rules, all right? If you don't follow the rules, your submission is going to get deleted. But this month, our guest curators are private stock. They're a studio in Chicago who've worked with like Juice WRLD, Saba, Chance the Rapper, Femdot, like literally like a bunch of like amazing Chicago artists. But get in there, submit your music as well. They're going to be guest curating the playlist. That will go live next Monday. It's not this upcoming one. That's when the submissions close. But the following Monday, the playlist will go live and we'll publish it. We also have our At Home With interview series, which is mostly made up of artists from the community, but we started adding some other artists from elsewhere as well. And In the Office With, which is an interview series for executives, which we'll be doing moving forward. This is just a way to bring you behind the curtain of what it's like to work in the music industry a little bit more and show you what is going on, all right? Then we also have our Songs We Found on Twitch content, which is just to recap and highlight the stuff that we find here on stream, which I will be saving. So if you send me Spotify links, they'll go into our Songs We Found on Twitch Spotify playlist. All right. John, Karma, featuring Trent 3 p.m. Love this dude, honestly. I am a fan of this artist. I'm a fan of this duo. I think they make really cool music. They have great chemistry. So let's get into it. This one's called Karma. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is Revamped, produced by So Lukewarm, who's also a community member. So this is like kind of a community collaboration, something I love to hear. John, 3 p.m. Let's get into it. Brandon, let me know the artist name in the chat. That's right. We're doing a Sunday fun day today. I'm good. A little tired. How was the weekend? I was at the studio yesterday with Vera for a little bit. I played Rise of the Ronin for a while. So it's been good so far. Hey. Let us know what you think in the chat. John 3 p.m. on Instagram. Produced by So Lukewarm. And also featuring Trent 3 p.m. Not NBA Kwame Brown Bedrooms music. I don't think so. What up, Kyrie? How's it going? For everybody who just joined us, if you want to guarantee you get played on stream today, the best thing you can do is subscribe or gift a sub. That is a guarantee you'll get played on stream, and you'll get bumped into our priority queue marked in orange. Is it? Kwame says, nah, I have bigger hands. I'm dead. You have bigger hands than an NBA player. That's impressive. I don't know, Brendan. Leak Baby. Let me know your artist names in the chat. We'll make sure we pull you into the priority queue. This shit's a fucking vibe, though. Actually, I'm in the middle of making like a playlist for Duce. Gray Man. Oh, that's a cool name. I don't see it in this. Oh, there it is. There it is. This voice on Luke's Productions and Mood, says Bula. Let us know what you think in the chat, as always. Fugazi says groovy ass morning jam. Wavy Sage says groovy. I'll be on for 2 hours. We're just going to do our 2 hours today instead of on Monday. I can't do Monday night this week, so this is our Sunday stream. So we'll be going until 2. We just got started. Gotcha, Brendan. Welcome in for the first time, too, to you and Leak. Yo, this is actually a fire song, guys. Just for everybody else who's involved, too. John 3 p.m. is the artist who sent it in the main on here. Hey. We've also got Trent 3 p.m. who you should follow, too. Part of the group 3 past midnight. And then produced by That's So Lukewarm, who's also a community member as well. Tape comes out this month on the 23rd of August. This motherfucker's got me swaying. What up, Dad? This feels so good. This feels like something you would like, Dad. It's got that disco funky groove to it. League says, just follow John. The song is Diego. What does that mean? What does Diego mean? What does the slang term Diego mean? Please explain to me in the chat. I've never heard that one before. That's So Lukewarm, the producer on that one. John 3 p.m. and Trent 3 p.m. on Instagram if you want to follow the artists. We've got straight Diego. What does that mean? Fuego. Fuego. Sounds like 70s music. Yes. We love a little 70s music in here. I'm going to start saying Diego instead of Fuego, though. Fugazi Flow. Man, that shit was Diego. Song was maybe a bit too long, in my opinion, but a very good vibe, says Jordan Murphy. How long was it? 3 minutes and 20 seconds? I can live with 3 minutes and 20 seconds. 3 minutes and 30 seconds is probably the extent with which I can live with a song. If it's longer than 3:30, I would say it's absolutely too long. 3:20 is just within my window of being too long. Autocorrect praying on my downfall, says Leak Baby. No. You just started new slang. That's just Diego. Oscar in the chat, what's going on, bro? Welcome back. I don't know if you're a United fan or a City fan, because I know you're out in Manchester, but depending on which one you are, tough day or a great day for you yesterday. PSP by Fugazi Flow. Let us know what you think in the chat. Oh, oof, oof. Jordan Murphy, a United fan. Rough. You gotta tell Onana to stop leaving the door open like that for people. It's silly. Steady P, what's going on? Welcome in. Bedroom says, I like the album cover. Resubmitted mine. Painted the cover myself. That's fire. This is our first add to the songs we found on Twitch playlist today. Come on, you Gunners. A 2-0 win today against Leon. Come on, man. Come on. Bitch, I won't rap up on no beat, I wouldn't fuck too. Bitch, I been about my bag, which I love too. Bitch, I been up on your stats and we up too. I really love the flow and everything on this. Maybe the master could be a little bit louder. Maybe the vocals could be a touch louder. If I had any feedback, that's probably what it is. I love the sample flip though. Sample flip, artwork, top tier. Raps, top tier. California, unchanged since the Spanish and Mexican. If anything, maybe just the mix master could be just a little bit more thick, a little bit more in your face. I just wish it hit slightly harder than it does. But we added it to the songs we found on Twitch playlist because I really like the song a lot. If you're rocking with this one, make sure you go follow Fugazi Flow at Fugazi Flow, 2 Z's, 1 I. I don't know where I was going with that, guys. Fugazi Flow on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. That one was pretty hard. I liked that. Up next, we've got Carlito. Let's go, man. We're moving with pace today. Lost my engineer this year. That happens, man. It's just a process. You'll get back to it. Dug the sound and the art, says Bedroom's music. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is Pitbull. All I heard was by Carlito. Why is Pitbull in front of the song title? I'm curious. Wait, you said I already forgot how the beat came in. I do really like this one a lot. I would say on the vocal mix, the thing that I would listen for and maybe just be careful of is like some of that high end. Is this a sample of Lucas Graham? That's a great question. I have no idea. Some of the highs get a little harsh, especially in the headphones in the mix. Otherwise, it's good. I like the vocal delivery. I do like the mix overall. I would just be careful of some of those high-end moments, especially in the vocal. I don't really hear it in the production as much, but in the vocal, at times it can be just ever so slightly harsh. It might be when the vocal and the snare hit at the same time, because it feels like a very specific moment where I hear it too. It's not throughout. It's maybe when the harmony, when it's like vocal stack, snare, and lead vocal all at the same time. I think that's where I hear it. Overall, this is nice. When does this come out? If you are rocking with this one, which it does feel like a lot of you in the chat are, Carlito_ on Instagram. Oscar said, I'd say it's got too much compression, to be fair. Denmark in the chat. Oh, is that what we have today? I love when you guys are all over the world. If you're in the chat, let us know where you are watching from, where you're sending music from. I definitely want to know where you guys are at in the world, because that's always really fun for me. Dropping on Even soon, which means he is going to be making his money direct from you guys who donate or spend money. So make sure you go support, man. Make sure you go follow Carlito. Keep up with that one. Dropping on Even. Sending music from the bathroom, says Oscar. Fun fact about me, when I used to make music and was a rapper, I wrote basically every song of mine in the bathroom. It was just where I felt the most creative. I feel like it's OTT, says Maddie. We got Sage up next. I don't know that we've listened to Sage before. This might be a new one for us. And let me just make sure we get Maddie as well bumped up into the priority queue. Again, if you do want to guarantee you get played on stream today, best thing you can do is subscribe by gift to sub. It's free if you have Amazon Prime to subscribe. So if you want to do that, you can. I mean, I can run you some music if you want. It's just not great. I don't like listening to it really, but I have some of it somewhere. Yeah, bro. Seriously, be performing that one too, Mad Energy. I love that. I love that. All right, Sage up next. Like I said, guarantee you get played on stream. Subscribing or gifting a sub is the best way to do it. It's free if you have Amazon Prime. It's like $5 if you don't. You can also donate on PayPal if you'd rather do that. Some people do. It's really up to you. Just let me know if you want to do that. Every 5 priority subscriber submissions, we'll do a free one using the thing I haven't pulled up yet. The Wheel of Names. I love the Wheel of Names. It's super fun. I'll be going to war on the toilet. No time for raps. Oh my god, dude. If you are a free viewer, you are about to get hit with an ad in 55 seconds. So just be aware. If you subscribe or gift a sub also, or if you subscribe, you will get ad-free viewing, so you won't have to deal with those ads. They're a little aggressive. I don't know why they're so long. I need to go and tweak them again. Bedroom says, Maddie, start praying during. I'm dead, bro. Wavy says, my stuff's out there. Might want to read the message to understand more. All right, let's read the message. The song is a mix of Atlanta trap and Indian Carnatic melodies. That's sick. I claim both places as my home, and I want to represent them authentically. The song is about my bad fortune and regrets, as well as spiritualism. I try to accomplish all of this in a nonchalant demeanor. The beat was produced by me as well, and so was the rest of the album. All right, fire, bro. Are you India? Are you from India? Like, what's the vibes? Like, are you of Indian descent? Let us know in the chat. A crisp fiver. Oh, man, I do like a crisp fiver. I don't want it, though, if it's got the king on it. I only want it if the queen's on it. That's all. Born in India, what part? This is Bad Luck by Sage. Let us know what you think in the chat. Hey. 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 To bedrooms, bro. South India? My dad goes to Chennai a lot. He just got back from Chennai like yesterday. I'm saving this because I like this a lot. There's a lot of opportunities for you as a South Asian artist right now as well. There's a lot of labels specifically. Seti P's gifted sub, dude. Wavy Sage on Instagram. I love the production. So you're in Atlanta now. How long have you been in Atlanta for? What I was gonna say is there's a bunch of like labels specifically that serve South Asian artists though. I mean, like Mass Appeal has Mass Appeal India right now, so they're obviously kind of moving into hip hop. There's D36. Shout out to the guys at D36. It's a great team. They also work with specifically like Indian and South Asian artists as well. So there's a lot of opportunities for you out there right now. Just make sure you're really tapping in with some of those things and some of the artists in the space. Obviously, Hanuman Kind just went viral the other day too. So there's a lot of focus on like Indian hip hop artists specifically right now, I think, which is a really cool thing. So this is great. This stands out. I don't know that I've heard an Indian American artist who makes music like this yet either. So to me, this is something that does actually really stand out a lot. That was Bad Luck by Sage. I don't really have too much feedback on it because I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the production style. I enjoyed the vocal approach. I liked that it felt like a really, really contemporary kind of hip hop sound, which isn't necessarily something that I always enjoy all that much. But I do think you did a really, really good job of this one. So keep it up. I definitely want to hear more, but I am going to be following. I'm going to be keeping up, and that's in the playlist. So we'll consider that for the songs we found on Twitch content on Tuesday. Drew Empire up next, and then we have our first free bump of the afternoon of Sunday, using the spinning wheel. So keep in, send your music in if you haven't. I'll be pulling from it. So if you haven't submitted your music yet, hurry up, do it. Immaculate by Drew Empire up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. Southern Asian hip hop going crazy. It's a fact. It really is, man. Oh, Drew. Drew, you have dialed in. Chorizo, let me know the artist name. I think it's Chisloni's, all right? Reminds me of the UK Revolution a while ago. Yeah, it does feel like that way. That's fine. I can look it up. All right, Drew, I feel like your vocal tone and delivery on the verse on this one, perfect, bro. Oh, Laurel and Alex Bannon. Okay. Let's go. I love a little Alex Bannon. Seti, who did you want to get bumped up to, bro? Alright, we got you. I feel like you've kind of dialed in your vocal delivery on this one. I think this is probably my favorite vocal delivery I've heard from you so far. Beat's kind of wonky, but I really like his voice as bedrooms. Yeah, I would agree with that on the production side too. Mix overall could use a little bit of work, but I think vocal tone and delivery is for me, you've kind of nailed it and found like the right pocket for yourself, which is something we talk about a lot on stream here as well. So I'm the best with no hesitance, never fade to irrelevance. Sorry, I had to bump my chair up just a tiny bit. Drew Empire _ if you're rocking with this one. Ario, so you are automatic resubscriber. If you are, you get 1 free bump a month. If not, I would say you need a sub or gift a sub here. Tone is solid, says Steady P. Yeah, look, we've listened to a lot of Drew's music in the past. To me, this one probably feels like the most dead on tonally. I do think that the production needs a little bit of work. The overall mix needs a little bit of work just to kind of clean up some of those frequencies and make sure everything's punching through properly. It gets a little muddy at times. It gets maybe like not the cleanest mix at times. But delivery-wise, I have to applaud you because I do feel like you kind of found the pocket there, especially on the verses. There was times where it kind of got out of that style, and I wish it was maybe leaned into it a little bit more, but I think overall delivery for me is where you really shone on this one. Drew Empire _ on Instagram. Make sure you follow if you were rocking with that. We've got our first free bump of the day coming up right now after I get Arios into the priority queue. Again, if you do subscribe, I gift a sub today, or if you are an automatic resubscriber, let me know. That is a guaranteed play. All right. Let's get rid of this ad too. Fuck that shit. All right, who's it gonna be? And where are you guys at in the world? I feel like I missed that. If you are watching right now, let us know where you are at in the chat. I want to know. We got King Griff coming up, getting bumped up for free. He is our first free bump of the day. If you are here and you want to submit your music, all you have to do is hit Command Submit. That is ! Submit in the chat. And if you want to guarantee you get played on stream today, the best thing you can do is subscribe or gift a sub. That will guarantee that you get played. We got 2 phones. I'm going to pull it up on Spotify just so I can playlist it if I fuck with it. 2 phones, King Griff. 2 phones, King Griff. Tough to name your song the same thing as another Rudy Big song. I will just say that off rip. 2 Phones by Kevin Gates, obviously a massive hit on radio and you know, on streaming as well. A little tough just from a searching perspective, right? Like if you go to Google and search 2 Phones, Kevin Gates is going to pop up. Tucson, we got Arizona in the chat. We got the DMV in the chat. So we are a little spread out already. 2 Phones by King Griff. Let us know what you think of the chat. Featuring Club Valley and Hoodrich Cortez, we got Philadelphia or Philadelphia. Got Big Mass. We got Big Mass in the chat, guys. Big Mass. Okay, I do like the interpolation on this. I probably maybe would have still called it something else instead of 2 Phones, but I do like the 2 Phones interpolation. I think that's a really cool way to kind of like tap into it. I'm not too mad at the mix, though it does feel like the beat is maybe a touch loud. Seth, we got you bumped up. I wish this was ever so slightly faster. Like a couple BPM quicker, and I think this would be perfect. It feels a little slow. I don't know if anybody else feels though, if it's me. Ever so slightly too slow. King Griff 413 on Instagram though. Nice vibe, says Wavy Sage. I agree. It does have a nice vibe to it. I will say the hook. There's a beat that this reminds me of though. About to owe Kevin Gates some money, says Bedrooms Music. No, an interpolation is fine. You can interpolate. Interpolation is not something that you need to get cleared. It's changed enough, I think, that he'd probably get away with it. If he had sampled Kevin Gates on this, then he would have to pay him. But because it's an interpolation and not a sample, he's probably fine. But this beat reminds me. What beat is that? Bro, that's a fucking. You know what I'm talking about? She just got sued out of the ass for interpolating Lucid Dreams. No, he sampled in Lucid Dreams. That was not interpolation. So that's the big. Oh, Gucci Mane. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's totally a Gucci Mane. Freaky Girl. Yes. He's a very freaky girl. It is Freaky Girl, not Lemonade, but it is Gucci Mane. That's the beat. And that feels more maybe closer to a sample than what he did with the two phones thing, which, again, interpolation versus sample. And Juice WRLD got sued out of the ass for that because he literally used the guitar sample from Sting's song. But it is it is Freaky Girl though, for sure. That's definitely what it is. And it sounds like a sample. Even if it's not a sample, it's so close to it that's probably the thing that I hear the most. Not bad. I will say I enjoyed the interpolation. I think it was a good flip on it. The biggest thing that I would say is the verses were maybe just not as exciting as the chorus. Whereas the chorus was maybe a little bit stronger, a little bit catchier than the verses. And I think that's a difficult thing for rappers in general across the board. It's just difficult to like make a really catchy verse. So sometimes you got to really dive down on the verses and do a little editing. That's probably what I would suggest on that, is just stronger verses would have made that stand out a little bit more for me. That's why you got to know session players. Yes, that is true, because then you can get things replayed. And then it's not a sample, technically. But with that one, it was just a straight rip. Faded, Jordan Murphy. Let us know what you think in the chat. I like the artwork for this. It's kind of simple, to the point.
Hey, only picture perfect babes. Told her I can't feel my face. Bitch, I'm faded. Bitch, I'm faded. Bitch,
Jordan, where are you from?
Yeah. Bitch, I'm faded. Bitch, I'm faded. Bitch,
Denmark,
I'm faded, yeah.
right?
But we made it. Okay, let's get straight to the point. I'm all about
This
my
slaps.
coin. I've been running laps, getting to the bag. I feel it inside my groin. Yeah, bitch, we VIP. Put that bitch on D.
Where in Denmark you live?
Put that bitch on CCT. I ain't talking no DVD. Yeah, DTP. I can't trust these bitches. I can't trust these hoes. I can't show him love cause my heart is too cold. So
This is actually really solid. Copenhagen, bro, I'm trying to come to Copenhagen so bad. It looks sick. My wife and I talk about it all the time because we're both like, yo, Copenhagen looks like maybe the coolest place in the world. This one just came out. It's got a nice bounce to it. This is definitely something I would listen to. Let us know what you think in the chat. Very good.
Bitch, I'm faded. Bitch, I'm faded. Bitch, I'm faded. Yeah. Bitch, I'm faded. Bitch, I'm faded.
The only critique I have is maybe at times the vocal can get slightly shaky on some of the melodic parts, but it's so slight that I don't know that I would really notice it unless I was listening for it. So tuning, maybe just ever so slightly more just to smooth out the vocal. But other than that, I really enjoy it. You could probably either fill this space at the end too or cut it down, just because it's like a 30-second outro. Drew Empire said could hear Saint on this. Yeah, that'd be fire. I like Saint a lot. No, I actually really like this one overall. Jordan Murphy on Instagram. I don't really have much feedback on it. If anything, just ever so slightly up the tuning just to kind of smooth out some of those shaky moments. That being said, I saved it in the playlist. I did enjoy it. It had that bounce. It had that energy. Those are things that I do listen for. So good job. Song is a two-parter. I personally like the second part more. Skip to 158 if you just want to get to that. No, Brandon, we're gonna play the whole fucking thing, bro. Unless it's 6 minutes. I was about to say unless it's like 8 minutes long. 6 is close. But we'll give you the whole 6. All right, my question for you is, if you prefer the second half, then why not just split them into 2 songs and make them 2 songs and make the second song more of a single? Like, you could even put them in a 2-pack when you distribute them, right? So it's 2 singles that kind of fade into each other. So you can put the first one first and the second one second, but still pitch the second one as its own individual single. That's all. That's all. Just strategically, that's probably what I would tell any distro client, right? Is like, if you have a 6-minute song, you could definitely get more out of it with 2 3-minute songs, or a 2.5 minute and a 3-minute song. You will struggle to keep somebody in for 6 minutes. In general, that's not just a you thing. That's just like everybody. Very few people are trying to listen to a 6-minute long song in 2024. All right, let us know what you think in the chat, though. If you are with us, we do want to know what you think of these songs. It is very helpful. I would say cut the vocals up a tiny bit. They feel a little buried by the production. The other thing I would say is just work on the inflections in your voice, especially in stuff like this where the production's maybe like a little bit more low-key. Even the 5-minute songs I fuck with, I usually skip through. Yeah, I would agree with that as well. Especially in that verse section, right? Like it was a little too monotone once you get like maybe like a minute and a half in. So play with the vocal inflections a little bit. Add little details like background vocals, harmonies, things like that will help spice it up. And it might actually help you enjoy the first part of the song a little bit more too if that's what you're hearing. Because I do think for me that's maybe it. Just in the verse specifically, it felt a little flat. Chorus is pretty solid. But you want to build into a chorus too. It doesn't feel like there's enough layers when you get to that chorus moment. I also would maybe cut down on the reverb and delay on the lead vocal just a tiny bit. For me, I always think there's kind of a sweet spot on reverb delay. I do know that with, you know, this genre specifically, like it tends to be a little bit more like that. But it's maybe just slightly too much on it, right? I do like your vocal tone. I do like the vocal mix overall. Like I think tonally, like EQ-wise, you're in a good spot. All right, we're about to hit the second part and the second song that's in this. So let's see if this feels like it should be a single on its own. But honestly, like if you're on the fence about putting out one 6-minute long song, just cut it into 2 songs, have them fade into each other like in the actual 2-pack when you distribute it, and it still achieves the same thing in theory. You just have 2 opportunities to maybe get more out of it, and you can kind of push towards that second song as the lead single or the focus track when you release it too. Jordan, what's good, bro? Congratulations on everything. You know, obviously I'm a big fan of yours. I'm about to put you in another playlist for a branded thing that we're doing in Genius, but I'll fuck with you. Congratulations on everything. It's been beautiful to see. Sorry guys, Jordan Adetunji just hopped into the Instagram live, so I just had to tell him how much I love his music. Alright, I will say this doesn't feel distinctly different from the first tour. Something worth noting. So I maybe take back what I was saying about splitting it into 2 singles. I would say it's only worth doing that if the second one feels like substantially different. But I would maybe still split the song, because once you get to this 4-minute mark, I will say I'm a little fatigued, especially by the production. Like it is kind of like that more like low-key, you know, production style. I don't know. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm just kind of babbling about it at this point. I want to know if you guys agree or if I'm like way off base. Very open to what you guys think of this as well. I think more than anything for me, it is just kind of spicing up the vocal performance and delivery from section 1 to section 2. Like I feel like there does need to be a little bit more separation between the sections if they are 2 different sections. Leak says, I agree, it would be nice with a more drastic switch up. I feel like that's the only thing I'm really lacking. Like I understand it's 2 different sections, and then also like if there's no vocals, say from 4:55 to 5:44, I would cut this because that's going to take like a whole minute off your song as well. Snow, what's going on? I don't know. Brendan says, I had this song in the backlog for a year, but I'm definitely going to take what y'all say and fix it up. Look, never be afraid to go back and edit things. Never be afraid to go back and gut things if you need to. I don't think you need to completely change everything about the song, but the things that I would focus on the most, spicing up the vocal delivery and performance just a little bit to make it more interesting, especially if it's going to continue to be this long, or just cutting the songs into 2 so it's 2 different songs. There's nothing wrong with that. To me, that's a good way to still achieve the same thing by having these 2 distinct songs. But if you are more excited about the second half of it, then you can pitch that second one as a single at DSPs, like with your distributor, right? So for me, that's maybe the way I would approach it to avoid having a 6-minute long song. Or even a 5-minute long one if you cut that 40-second outro out, which also I don't really feel like you necessarily need. If it's at the end, you could just kill your darlings was the best writing advice I've been given. What does that mean? What does that mean to you? I'm just curious. I don't know, Brendan on Instagram. Definitely keep going, bro. There's definitely something there. I think for me, the strong parts of the song, because I don't want to just give you things that you could improve on, but the strong parts would definitely like the actual like vocal, like your lead vocal sounded good. It felt good. It sat in a good spot. The writing was solid too, but it's really just about the arrangement and then those extra details kind of sprinkle in to keep the song interesting throughout if it's going to stay that long. So definitely keep it up. Don't be discouraged. But those are the things for me that I hear in listening to it. Gray Man. This song is called Mine. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is my first time listening to Gray Man, I think. I don't know that I've heard this artist before. Gray Man is my boyfriend. Oh, look at that. Congratulations to him. shout out to you for supporting him like that too. Sometimes when we make long songs, it's all for us. Nothing wrong with long songs. Just have to think of the listener and their experience. I agree with Bedrooms for sure.
Same way, I'm sick of niggas hating on me. Shawty see my girl and sick when they
Alright, so Gray Man just released his EP.
crazy homie, but look, shot my nigga.
Not this one. 3-piece. Ah, K1. That's pretty close to my name. Jonathan's great on Instagram. Let us know what you think in the chat. That's dope. She's supporting a man, says Seth. Yeah, that's fire. We're very pro supporting our other harps here, for sure.
So stay with me. These demons trying to have their way with me. To keep it G, I'm afraid of what I'm gonna be.
I like the vocal on this. For me, the production maybe feels like it doesn't quite fit with the vocal for some reason. So maybe my only feedback on this is that I don't know that this vocal is right for this production. That's it.
Got these New Balances on for that.
I think he did a great job on the vocal delivery and the writing. I actually really like it. To me, I just wish it was on a different style of production, I think.
Let
us know what you think in the chat.
I treat her good and that shit just confuse her. I take a L, but I'm still not a loser. If I take a day off, it's like Ferris Bueller. I take the soda pop right out the cooler. I'm in that mode, shoot and reload. These beats in my home.
Like, I low-key wish this was... I think it's the sample chop that's not catching me specifically in the production. Because I produce as well, so like for me, I'm like very, very particular about the way the production and vocals fit together. Please don't, because I'll get DMCA'd and they'll cut that part out of the stream when I put it on YouTube. But just know that I fuck with Hiatus Coyote already. Yeah, they slap, so I'm a fan already. You don't need to send it to me, but you can if you want. I mean, I'm not gonna complain, I guess. Yeah, for me, all right, vocal delivery was great, writing was great. I don't know if I loved the production beat specifically on this one, and it's mostly because of the way that the sample is chopped. I just don't know that it fit with the style of vocal on this one specifically. I maybe would have leaned into a more classic soul sample, soul chop than what we got on it. I think the actual like chop of the sample felt just a little bit more experimental than the vocal felt. That being said, I would love to hear more of this artist, and I would love to hear more of this EP, because I'm curious to hear what he sounds like on different styles of production, because I do think on the vocal side of things, everything was being done right. For me, the thing that would have stopped me from playlisting this is really just the production side, and again, I'm a producer, so I can be really picky about that. Don't take that in the wrong way. And, we, you know, hella love to you for sending it in for your boyfriend as well. We love that. And congratulations on the EP release also. I think just for me, you know, I can be a little picky about production, and that's why we do this, so we can talk about it openly. And also, curious to know what everybody else says, because other people might feel differently than me as well. That's why I always ask people what they think in the chat, because it's not just about like what I think about music. Music is a very subjective thing. Everyone's going to feel differently about it. I struggle with experimental styles of production in general, and that's just what it is. So... DMCA on the way. Stop that. OMM, Matty Owens up next. Love this artist. Out of Big Mass, Boston. Big Mass, Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, we are. We're doing an early one today. B was 6 at Benjamin's Music. That's why I asked, you know? That's what Dre says. I personally think it's really good, and I think you're just a bit picky. Also, totally fair. Yeah, I'm just picky about production, for sure. Like, just know that. I am doing feedback right now. If you submit it, that's great. You're in the queue. If you want to skip the queue, hit Command Skip, and then I'll get you bumped into our priority queue. It's a guarantee you'll get played. Matty Owens is a Brazilian artist, also, who is based in Boston. Also a producer. Makes fire music, man. Honestly, I'm a fan of his production style a lot. Master on this one is a little bit quiet. It could be a little bit louder. I do like the way it's building, though, for sure. Barbie Kush says, I have a new song, I need harsh criticism, I won't cry. Hey, that's fine. That's what we're here for. We do have free bumps throughout the stream, but again, the best way to guarantee that you get played on stream is to subscribe or get to sub. That'll get you bumped into our priority queue. Oh, no, I didn't decide to stop beefing with your sleep schedule. I do still stream on Mondays and Thursdays, but I can't do this week on Monday or Thursday, so we'll have 2 weekend streams to make up for it today and then next Saturday, but I'm not sure what time next Saturday yet. This is what life would feel like if Kane squared to Sterling in 2018. I'm dead, bro. He didn't. Oh yeah, that's totally fine. We got free bumps throughout. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I know. The accent is confusing for most people in here. I think maybe the only feedback that I would have is fill some more of that empty space. It's really nice when the vocal comes in, but for some of that empty space in the first like 2 minutes of the song, I do wish that there was something more in there just to kind of fill up some of the emptiness, but again, that could just be me. Kari Makes Noise says this is a vibe. I think Maddie is a great producer and artist, to be honest. Hey man, hang out. The free queue is coming. Don't worry. We've got another free bump coming up in one more song at random using the spinning wheel. So make sure you submit your music and we'll put you in there, right? Don't worry about that, that's a joy. See, like, even here where you have, like, the vocal kind of, like, hook play, or, like, the singing in the background, the space is nice and full, you know what I mean? Like, everything makes sense. I think in that first section of it was just a bit too empty. But it builds really, really nicely. Guys, I didn't even drink horror for my coffee. Maddie Owens on Instagram. Oshua. Let's get you bumped up, bro. Excited to hear some new Oshua for sure. How's everything been going, bro? Seems like you've been killing it. Yeah, I wanted like a real energy reset in the beginning. Maybe overdid it. No, I mean, look, everything that you choose to do is fine. There's no wrong way to do anything in music or creatively. Like, I wouldn't say there's anything wrong about it. I think for me as like a listener though, like just from outside coming in, when you get into these sections here where this vocal's in there, it's more engaging and it's still got that groove. It's still got that bounce. I think it's just in that first section, like you could add some of these little like sparkly moments and all it would do is keep people pulled in, you know? Good, bro. About to start a debut album. Excited. That's fire, bro. I feel like I've been seeing you everywhere recently too, and it's been really cool just to see you like pop up on other people's pages and stuff. Obviously, I'm a day one. Obviously, I'm a day one fan, and I was here first, bro. I don't know if I was first, but I feel like we were pretty early on you, and it's just been cool. To me, it's exciting to see how artists develop and grow, and see their audience build, and see people get like excited about them too. So genuinely, it's been cool to see you kind of pop up on other people's pages and places, and playlists as well, man. So keep killing it. The visuals, as always, are fucking 10 out of 10. Yeah, the other thing I would say too on this one, 4 minutes and 52 seconds. It maybe didn't need to be that long. You know that, Maddie. that's the only thing I would say. I'm a fucking stickler for a short song or a shorter song, just for replay value and what you get out of it on the streaming side. But a vibe, I would say, like if I was doing like a mix or like a set or something, I've been DJing more recently. I would put this in. This is something that I would probably work in because the energy of the instrumentation and everything, especially in these more like open moments, is great for that. So there's definitely things that I would like see myself using this for. Song was very good. Production was very good. Length maybe, and then just kind of like the openness in the space are the only things that I would say maybe like just for like a, you know, like a casual listener, that's maybe where you'll lose them. But overall, the show was fire. All right. How do I say this? Is it Sine? Silent mode. This is the visual. Let us know what you think in the chat. It's already looking kind of clean from the jump. Going to keep things moving. Maddie Owens on Instagram if you were rocking with that last one. Is this an AI visual or is this a real visual? Sanit? Okay, Sanit. I don't know why I thought this was an AI visual for a second, Seti. Nah, I just was watching some AI videos earlier that looked so realistic, and like there was something about the color grading of this one where I was like, is this real? Seti says no AI. Seti, is this the artist that you're working with now? Solid voice. Love the vocal layers. The harmonies are real strong. Carlita says, shout out to Paradise, might see life on tour. Fire. Bedrooms will get you bumped up in a second. Barbie said, the song is so sexy for no reason. I fuck with this, I'm gonna cry. I think that's what they were going for. Now this is solid R&B right here. Getting a thumbs up for me. Got a late 2000s still says Lil Baby Intern. Welcome back, Lil Baby Intern. Janae Aiko vocal changes bedrooms. It's definitely got that kind of a vibe for sure. Yo, this guy is in it, bro. Sorry, I just have to comment on this guy in the video. He is lost in the sauce right now. What's good, bro? How you been? What's been going on? It's a solid R&B song, honestly. I'm gonna pull this up on Spotify really quickly and save it too in the playlist. Anton says, freak ass video. Yo, close your eyes, bro. You're too young. This is too grown for you. Close your eyes. Said he says he is focused. He is focused. Carlito says this is that grown people's music. It definitely is. It definitely is. Yo, homie's locked in, bro. Now, this song is really solid. The video's high quality, bro. But the way that he just, like, eyed us through the cameras like he knew we were talking about him. Solid, bro. Congratulations on a new signing, a new client. It's a really solid R&B song, man. Honestly, like, I would listen to this. Video is good quality, high quality. It's getting saved. It's getting playlisted. We're saving the song. Video by Carl Ray. Shout out to Carl Ray who did this one. Rockstar Mars was the male role in this video too. Shout out to Rockstar Mars. Guy was locked in.
And we're back.
He was locked in, bro. he said, I just spit out my coffee. Ew, bro. He was locked in, man. You don't give a damn about the music, says Anton. I'm fucking dead, bro. All right, man. We got another free one coming up. Oh, wait. Let's pull up the socials. Let's pull up the socials before we get into the next one, guys. Great job overall. I am Sine. Was it Sine? Did I fuck it up again? Sinate? I can't remember what you said, how you pronounce it. I gotta scroll back up. Saneit. I'm sorry. I am Saneit. And that one was dope. I liked that. We got a free bump coming up from the submission form, guys. Who's it gonna be? You probably did butcher it. I definitely did butcher it. I absolutely butchered it. Seconds later. If this lands on bedrooms, I gotta take you out. Sorry. Cascade looks like they get in the bump. Sorry, Barbie Kush. It was close. Good frequencies in that one. I like the spelling of frequencies there. Smart. A little witty quip from you in the chat. All right, who was it? It was Cascade. Let's see what's good with Cascade, guys. Let us know what you think in the chat, as always. And if you want to guarantee you get played on stream, best thing you can do is subscribe or gift a sub, and that'll get you bumped up. This is Moonlight work in progress with a AI vocal placeholder. Let's go! A little electronic music to start Sunday off. We got about an hour left. I fucking love this already. Don't worry, the wheel is only for a little bit longer, and then we'll do free bumps in like 30 minutes. Yeah, for sure. Cool that the AI vocal placeholder actually sounds like it's not out of place. That's something sometimes, like, if it feels like it's super out of place, you can tell, but this fits the production. Plot twist, the AI did all the songs. Yeah, Cascade with not a K is maybe a little too close to Cascade with a K, but do I know Earl Hondo? I don't think I do. Who is that? Sorry if I do know Earl Hondo. Sorry to that man. I do not know that man. This is sick. I mean, if you're in here a lot, like, big fan of UK garage and drum and bass in general. So if you send me that shit, I'm probably gonna vibe out and enjoy it. I would, like, I mean, the biggest suggestion that I could give to Cascade is maybe don't use the DMB alias Cascade because it's too close to the cascade that exists in the space already. That's probably it. Cascade DMB. I'm gonna follow though. I'm gonna be the first follower. That's what Joy said. I know European man was just dancing his ass off to this. Me. I am that one. Get gum fingers for this, bro. I like this. Find a cold, real vocalist as Oscar. I would agree with that too. This moves really well. I actually don't think you need to replace the AI necessarily. This is one of those rare cases where I actually think the AI vocal sounds great. That. Put Oscar on it. He'll record in the back room of Tesco's for you. Not Tesco's. Anton, what the fuck do you know about Tesco's, bro? What do you know about Sainsbury's, Anton? What do you know about Waitrose? The Co-op. Is that where you work? In your day job? Oh, bro, Sainsbury's. I do miss a good Sainsbury's around. We don't have grocery stores like they have in England, in the US. We'll say. Cascade DNB on Instagram if you're rocking with that one. Moving on. Anton can't survive these aisles. Put me on the big speaker. Put me on the big speaker in the Sainsbury's right now. Mike Tweak. Laurel and Alex Bannon up next. So if you don't know who Alex Bannon is, amazing artist out of Chicago. Has been in here quite a few times, honestly. Laurel, also a community member as well. Oh, my mic is tweaking. Is that better? Did I fix it? Is it working? Okay. Thank you for telling me. I don't know how long was it doing that. All right, up next, Laurel and Alex Bannon. I was saying Alex Bannon, amazing artist out of Chicago. This is a customer announcement. Anton's a tweaker. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me say put me on the big speakers at Sainsbury's, but I also said that. Laurel, Alex Bannon, amazing artist out of Chicago. Laurel, great community member. This is cool that we're hearing this. This is a remix of Alex Bannon's Doc Weiler, which is sick. Let us know what you think in the chat. I don't know what direction you went with it, but it feels like I'm a Piano house almost. And I'm a big I'm a Piano fan right now. It's all I can listen to. Laurel.gif on Instagram. Let us know what you think in the chat. I fuck with this already. Has Alex heard this yet? My accent's always tweaking. A very confused place inside of my head when it comes to how I should pronounce words. All right, thank you, Anton. We'll get you pulled up as the priority queue. Yeah, she fucks with it. I'm not surprised she does. I like this a lot. Laurel.gif on Instagram for Laurel, and then for Alex Bannon, I think it's ALXBANIN. I got Canadians at the crib right now, so maybe that's why I picked up the Canadian. Alex Bannon on Instagram. This one feels good as fuck, guys. It's like, I like this. Wait, Laurel, are you from Raleigh as well? Is that what the 919 is for? I feel like we maybe talked about this before. It definitely alternates. And then sometimes I'll say things like "you're," a "y'all," and then I'll hop into a different bag altogether. My country bag, y'all. Laurel.gif. Reminds me of Coco Jones when she speaks. Oh, Barbie Kush also in North Carolina. We got what's going on with the North Carolina crew in the chat right now? Oh, I lived in North Carolina. My parents live in North Carolina, so I'm there sometimes. Hands up. Arios for real. Up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. Ooh. Oh, we got that 2000s R&B guitar already. Bojangles country. Stop. What do you know about Bojangles, man? Bojangles slaps. Bojangles and Char Grill are probably the two best things about North Carolina, period. Let's go, Arios. I fuck with this one too. Cookout? They got Cookout other places too. And Cookout is not good. It's just good if you are absolutely shit-faced drunk and you want 5 entrees for $5. I don't know shit about Sonny and Juniors. What the fuck is that? Is that North Carolina? Where's that in North Carolina? Teresa says super groovy. It's got a great bounce to it already. It's definitely got that like late 2000s R&B feel. I'm a big fan of that era of R&B personally, so kind of Cookout is literally like fast food, but you can get like chicken tenders, quesadillas, nuggets, fries, burgers, milkshakes, all that shit. It's not that fire. Food in London is better. Hey, hey. Cookout's like some late. In Atlanta, it's the only thing open in Atlanta past like 9 p.m. It makes no sense. And the line at that Cookout in Atlanta is the longest line you'll ever be in, and it's dangerous. What up, Nax? What's going on? On Nate? Axe? Zaxby's is fire. Well, Zaxby's has gone downhill. Frank toned to his voice his bedrooms. Arios, you killed it. Sorry that we talked about fast food over your song. I really enjoyed the song, and I actually have no feedback other than I enjoyed it a lot. It had me bouncing, and it had me feeling good enough to talk about Cookout and Zaxby's. So there you go. Yeah, after the function food, for sure. Do you know any female who can do backgrounds for this? I think that's what's kind of missing. I don't know that I necessarily agree that it needs a female background vocal. It could maybe have more vocal layers. It never hurts. I'll say that much. Like it's nice to have a little bit of contrast in it. But I think you could also maybe just do formant shifting and kind of achieve the same thing. If you're looking for kind of that more like higher register vocal, and that you could like literally just fake that with formant shift, and it would feel kind of similar, like not too far off. All right, we got Seth Gnarly up next. Arios, I did enjoy that one. Thank you. Also to the note.
What Sigourney did. This is Ripley.
Completely off topic, but I can't wait for this movie.
Such an iconic space.
Yeah, maybe make the layers louder if they're in there already, for sure. I can't wait for this movie. I'm a big Alien and like Prometheus and whole fucking like series fan. So Alien Romulus is gonna be very good. Maybe did we enjoy the song? Yes, we enjoyed the song. 100% we enjoyed the song. I liked it a lot. The only thing that I could potentially say is that those layers could come up a little bit and just kind of add a little bit more to the details happening in the back. But like overall, like
Hundred words on the note. I never raised my hand when I spoke. My shorty lean like Hakeem in the post. I'm in Chanel, this ain't Celine on my coat. Cortez
is that better?
You ain't seen them in stoves. Lot of lessons, bear my hand on that stove. Play the kitchen, call it Auntie Miss Rose.
Sorry, it wouldn't be a stream unless my mic fucking cut out. Can you guys hear me? Alright, cool.
Type of life we was living. Too many questions, what's that message?
Alright, gnarly on Instagram.
Tyson back for he don't like too much women. Take a minute just to figure that sentence. The evening then I'm on some Tim's what I'm about. I spent the 54, I have a new clout. Where I'm from, you either him or you out. Dirty bird.
I don't know if I love the vocal mix. Like if I was gonna be picky about anything, that's what it would be. I get what you're going for though. It's got that like gritty New York kind of feel to the mix. Definitely like that West Side Gun, like Griselda kind of energy in the mix. I did, when I was listening to it when it came out, the thing that I was kind of thinking in my head is I do wish the vocal was up ever so slightly just to sit on top of the production just a tiny bit more. But I do like this. Oh, you guys want the... Hold on. Is that better? Is that what you guys were looking for? I told you did it at the same time, bro. You did the wow at the same time. How did you know I was going to go straight to the wow? I enjoy that, man. Go check out the SALY Seth Gnarly tape that just came out, honestly. Oh, you meant the West Side Gun. Boom, 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 boom. Not that one. Okay. You see if they have West Side Gun ad libs. Let's see if we do. No, sorry, no West Side Gun. Got a fart though. That was the project is called Still Ain't Lie Yet, but S.A.L.Y. On streaming. Make sure you go check it out. That one was Chanel Rap 24. Sorry, not Channel Rap 24. Chanel Rap, or is it Channel Rap 24? Not sure which one it is. Gnarly on Instagram though. Make sure you go tap in. I did really enjoy it, bro. I enjoyed the project. I listened to it all the way through. I think I playlisted something in the new Music Who This as well. But that one is now also in the songs we found on Twitch playlist. Great job. Oshua up next. This is from his latest EP. Oshua is an amazing hip-hop artist from Australia. Chanel. Got it. I think there was 2 on YouTube. That's why I was a little confused. I think it said channel on YouTube, but then Chanel on Spotify. All right, postcodes from Oshua. I fuck with this artist so heavy. Visual, like unbelievable visuals every time he releases a music video. Great raps, great production. Just very much. Oh, I love 10 Day also. This new project is incredible. But this is postcodes by Oshua out of Australia. Big fan, like personally, just a big fan of this artist. So let us know what you think in the chat. I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised. Also, he's Asian, which is like a tight thing for me being Asian also. So this is from his latest project, Float EP1. Oshuaha on Instagram. Save. Again, if you're in the chat, you want to guarantee you get played on stream today, best thing you can do is subscribe and give to yourself. We've only got 3 more priority subscribers left. We've got about 20 minutes before we get into our free bumps, so... That's so Joy, bro. You be trolling me in the chat. Oh, this has Destin Laurel on it, too? Sick. Sick. Let's just go ahead and... Love Red Blues. Bedroom says this is good. Make sure you go follow Oshua, man. Dude is sick. Here's what I mean by the visuals, too. Like, I mean... Come on, bro. Visual content is hard. Was that a purposeful thing? Did I actually miss it? Whatever. Anton, you're hilarious, bro. Look how good these visuals are, bro. Always. Come on. I love Anton too, but big Oshua fan, bro. This dude is sick. It's called branding. What do you know about that? It's lived my whole fucking life, bro. I'm fucking dead. A lot. A good amount. I don't know what to tell you. Float Music 1. Go listen to the EP, man. This is Postcodes. I can absolutely co-sign Red Blues is another song that I love too. I need to listen to some of the other ones, but beautiful music. Just so well done, so well mixed, so well produced. Like, there is something really cinematic and beautiful about the way Oshua makes his music, honestly. This is Fire, says Seth. Bedroom says, I really like the harmonies on this one you're playing right now. It's just also, like, well done. Like, there's so many details. And honestly, you're going to hear me say that a lot, just talking about details in songs and how important they are. But to me, like, that is what makes a great song versus just something that I enjoy, maybe just a good song. And even like a great artist, right? Like, to me, the artists that are the ones that I maybe respect and enjoy the most are the ones who think about those details, like the Tylers of the world, like the fucking Kendricks of the world, you know what I mean? Even like Cole, Drake, like the details are there. And so for me, that's a big thing. So when I hear artists at an early point in their career, or like relatively earlier in their career, really thinking about those details and building out on those details and creating that experience when you listen to it, like that to me is something that stands out so much. And I think that's something that Oshua does extremely well. Yeah, there's nothing to tell, honestly. Like, this dude's got it. Like, it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of the right song, right place. Yeah, that's really how I feel. Bedrooms up next. It's Alright If We Don't Go Together with Nate Fox. I love the song title. Ooh, tomatoes. All right, let us know what you think in the chat. Davey, what's going on, man?
It's alright if we don't go together. People change just like the weather. It's alright if we don't go
I think there's something off in the balance in the production for me, ever so slightly.
It's alright if we don't go together.
Bro, I was quoting Ice Spice all around my apartment last night. You think you the shit? You should not even a fart. Ice Spice. Like the kick, all right, here's the thing. For me, the kick is like much louder than like the other elements in the song. And so like, I kind of wish the bass line was a little bit louder. I wish the vocals were a little bit louder. I wish the kick drum was down a tiny bit. And then the other guitar parts too. I think for me, the only thing on this one is just the balance in the production. The vocals sounded really good, or I guess the balance in the mix overall. The vocals sounded really good. The song was really enjoyable. Speaking of, let me go back and save it really quickly. But I do think if there was anything that could improve about that one, it's probably just the balance within some of the production stuff. Osha said, I think the background vocals on this should be tighter and more down. Like, make your lead more full. Forget bringing out the layers. Hey, sometimes that is the move. But I really liked the song. Actually, quick question. Do you think she'll fall off like a Lil Pump or a 6ix9ine if she doesn't do anything? Maybe. I mean, honestly, like, I think the thing about Ice Spice versus like a Lil Pump or a 6ix9ine is like, they're both absolute complete garbage piece of shit humans that honestly we'd be better off without. Whereas Ice Spice is like at least somewhat of an enjoyable personality. Like, I think she does the stuff around music really well. The music is fine. It's maybe not my favorite, but Nate Fox mixed it. He's the dude that produced a lot of Chance Rap stuff. Well, that's fire. I do think that's maybe the only thing that I hear where I'm like, well, there's things that I wish about this mix were a little bit more balanced to really accentuate the vocal a little bit more than they do. Like, it knocks and it has like a really nice bounce to it. But I think like for me, at least listening on these headphones, right? And obviously like it's going to be different everywhere you listen to it. Yeah, exactly. Like, at least Ice Spice isn't annoying as hell and controversial. Like, at least she's not pushing like a negative narrative about everything to the world. And then I guess with fucking 6ix9ine, like, dude was like basically a pedophile. So at least she's not literally a pedophile. I don't know. Like, I don't have any reason to dislike Ice Spice. You know what I mean? But I feel like with Pump and 6ix9ine, there's just so much to dislike about them, which I think also is kind of part of their downfall, right? Was like the problematic aspects of who they are and the way they kind of like approach everyone. Like, and honestly, like, Lil Pump's music is ass. Let's just be real. 6ix9ine's music was at least like kind of good. At times, you know, there's definitely songs that like you'd listen to and be like, yeah, this is just kind of hype. Speedin' was a good one with fucking A Boogie. I can't even pretend like I didn't enjoy that song. I did enjoy it. But with Pump, it's like, you know, he could just go away, and I'm sick of his whole fucking MAGA shit, honestly. Like, he has literally no idea what he's talking about, and no one should listen to him. X Snacks. I think that's how you say it. BM2 Mod, what's up? If I'm saying this wrong, let me know. No social medias. Tried going for rusty industrial vibe. Ooh. Bro, honestly, we could start beef. I have no problem in beefing with Lil Pump. The guy's a fucking idiot. Wednesday waste tomorrow. I actually, like, it's hard for me to not comment on videos of Lil Pump and be like, yo, send this dude to literally any other country at all. Let's just deport him. It's Xanax. Okay. This is kind of tough already, guys. Let us know what you think in the chat. I would embrace a Lil Pump beef. I'm not afraid. Sample is nice already. I love how like dirty and industrial the mix is on this, actually. I like this a lot. What was your IG? It's just Xanax on IG. How did you get that name? Sounds like something I'd hear on new Denzel Curry album. It reminds me of like the Suicide Boys a little bit too. I'm dead, bro. See results anyway. Freddy Dread vibe. Are you a vocalist on this, or is this just sample work? Oh, you meant it's Xanax, I guess. Okay. Yeah, BM2 mod. Feel free to send stuff in. All you gotta do is use this link in the chat right now. And if you want to skip the queue and get bumped up, subscribing and gifting a sub is a guarantee you'll get played on stream. We've got one more priority subscriber submission left. About 10 minutes, 14 minutes until we get into free bumps from the chat. So this is the last call, really, if you want to subscribe or gift a sub, and guarantee you get played on stream today. Otherwise, we'll get into the free bumps shortly. Produced it, the vocal is a sample. I love the production work on it. It's good sample work, too. It fits. It doesn't feel out of place. You could have told me that this was an original song, and I would have believed it. Yo, this shit kind of knocks, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. It does kind of knock. You don't have any VODs, right? I do have VODs. They're all up on my YouTube, though. Just to avoid DMCAs, because I do play a lot of music here. So VODs go up on my YouTube channel the day after stream, usually at around 10 a.m. Eastern time. So, boom. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys want to hear something? I'll play you a fucking song if you want. Ha 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 ha. You guys want to hear me rap? 12 years ago, this song came out.
Yeah.
I'm first. The mix is terrible. Sorry. Damn, that sucks.
Love for the words bring stress in the morning. Knocks me out the park like babe swinging hard. It's a game of play cards like the cheats keep coming. Funny, ignorant raps make money. I'ma keep it smart, but it's hard when the yard ain't Mars to my cross like arson burning. Hot like embers falling. I stay spitting it relative, always getting to win them and never think of a synonym for the way that I'm railing. I got an itch and this rap's my cortisone. Got a hunger in my sights, to iron on heights to fly upon. Right, my nights is cold, ice is trife, it's like lice to bite the strong. Teeth bearing going in for the kill, surrounded by talent going in for the bill. It's like 1, 2, 3, whack raps are endangered. You don't come close to we, Cashville, Tennessee. This the place that it kicks off. Why I see young homie lace up y'all.
And then that's my homie from college. But yeah, you know, used to do a little bit of rapping. Does this still play? Yeah, you know, we do a little bit. I don't really like these songs, though. That's one of the things I tell artists all the time is like, yo, just make sure you're proud of, because like I have songs I'm already proud of. Green in the list, yes, does mean that we played it already. Orange is guaranteed in the priority subscriber queue. And then in the
yeah. I'm climbing the ladder, but I'm on my current status. But my eyes doesn't matter. Just take a look at my stature. I'm glad I'm not just a rapper. And scholars still go to classes. No see me, get some glasses. I'm global just like an Atlas Atlantis. I'm so below sea level, I'm in the trenches. Not on the first team, still sitting on the benches. Fences separate me and all the answers. Hence this suspense is open up in my mental.
it's very blog era rap, I'm not gonna lie. 12 years ago, though. I was like 18, 17 years old when I made this shit. I don't really do it anymore. Now I just make beats. Oh, Cascade. Yes, I absolutely did, bro. Anton, you send it to me. I'll probably do it. It just might take me a minute, but yeah. That I'm making is amazing. Training like for the fight of the century I'm facing. Speed with a Tyson kind of crazy. If you subscribe and gift a sub, that'll get you into the priority queue. We're about to get into free bumps in about 10 minutes, though. Looking now, better than I've ever been. Hitting this game, I'm the proper dose of medicine. I see the jury like I'm waiting for the sentencing. The game's like prison, so damn menacing. Rookie now. I mean, bro, like for a 17-year-old, I felt pretty good about it. But I don't like listening to my own music. Like, I think that's the thing that I think about a lot is like, if I could have made something different at this point in time, I probably would have. And I wish I'd been a little bit more adamant about my creative vision. Because at the time, that's not what I was doing, right? Like, the people I was working with kind of dictated what I was making a little bit more than they should have. So now when I work with artists and talk to them, I'm very adamant on like the creative having to be from the artist first and foremost, so that they don't ever feel like I feel in listening to my old music, which is something that, you know, is a big regret for me. So you can see the wings, kicks I'm currently sporting, not the ones I saw in my dreams. All of my fantasies, I'm living it. Best thing out of Cary, North Carolina, that's ever at the period. You can just call that the end of it. And I learned a lot from doing this shit too. I once recited this whole song in a speech class as a speech. Bleed through your speakers, 15 minutes is delirious. I'ma take at least 10 years out of your history. Where did I come from? It was interesting then too. I think that was one of the things that didn't connect for a lot of people as well. I haven't listened to this in a long time, by the way. I'm having a moment right now. I was a big Cole fan at the time, so it makes sense. If you want to submit music, all you have to do is hit Command Submit. If you want to guarantee get played on stream, best thing you can do is subscribe or gift a sub. I will say, I feel like I got better the further I got in, but then, obviously, now I just make beats. This was the last thing that I actually ever put out on streaming. Nah, we don't need to unprivate it, at all. We don't need to. And then, like, you know, later down the line, I'm actually so tight about this beat. Fanboy, who's a streamer who I actually really like too, had done like a beat battle challenge, and I cooked this shit up in like 15 minutes, and then fucking lost the whole session file, so I'll never be able to recreate this beat. I actually think I'm a much better producer than I am a rapper, and I would stand on that and die on that hill at this point. All right, we got Antone Now up next. Last call. If you do want to subscribe, I give this up. Guarantee you get played on stream today. That'll get you bumped into our priority queue marked in orange. We've only got one more song left on that. I don't know. I have to be honest with you. I have literally zero idea how I have verification on SoundCloud. I didn't even know I had that until just now. So I have no idea what to tell you. I am not sure, and I didn't even know that I had that. So thanks for pointing it out. Think About You featuring Oh Hondo, Antone Now. This is my newest signing to Genius Distro. 16 years old, bro. We just got him on Sirius XM. Hip Hop Nation. Mellow Bars. Fresh Finds Hip Hop. Spilled Ink. This bro's killing it right now. Found here on the stream. Produced and mixed by him. This is why I don't rap anymore, because 16-year-olds sound like this.
Nothing's calling my name. Listening to the rain. Falling down on the ground like I want to do. I'm in pain.
Antone Now on Instagram. Winwood, currently out featuring Wilson. Out of Florida.
There's nothing, we just a speck on the earth. Nothing matters when we die, it's all for nothing. Tell me different, make my story last.
Right, Carrie? I mean, honestly, when I figured out, when he told me he was 15 when he started sending music, and he just turned 16 in April. When he was sending shit in at 15, I was like, what is going on? And look at this self-shot, self-edited content too, man. Look at this. This is why you have to be doing now. It's fire. I don't know who Oh Hondo is, but you're right. I'm probably gonna know who he is now.
I could be Gambino, but Bambinos can't be lighter than Latino. Let my mama talk. Then again, that Boston bunny was a racist ass fellatio fiend. Fantasizing about my phallus, gave a fuck about my
I had to leave the Jay-Z gift. Look at me.
I told her about my dreams of that ass.
Am I not doing the same thing?
First day of class, nigga. We was wearing masks.
That's what I do when I listen to the song.
They say
Shit.
the shit was trash, but how the fuck you catch my profile without profiling? That racist sip that hoe was stepping. I'ma get back to hoe tapping according to my bro and brethren.
He's managed by my boy Nick Sly at Def Jam. That's fire. What's his Instagram? I'm following him too.
And put you on a song and say I can't live without you. Replay this verse to know the
Oh Hondo on Instagram.
I
guess this is Nick Sly right here.
Okay, loving some, my heart is going crazy.
Hell yeah.
I'm a bad man, the way I kill these beats, there might be something wrong. Every time I
Joy, what do you feed your pet snakes? You do the frozen mice? Crickets?
When I'm pedaling along and my legs get weak and my head.
This is a real solid one too, bro. I like this a lot.
Gotta die just to stop there and think about you. I'm for real. Hey, hey.
Oh my god, why did I just hop into the Discord to see somebody saying that Eddie Nketiah is staying at Arsenal? We need to sell him. Sell him quick. Sell him for £5. All right. Shout out to Antone. Make sure you go follow him. Earl Hondo was the feature on that one. Antone Now was the lead on there too. What? Some Malay shat on my boyfriend's jean when he was... The snake shit on your boyfriend's jeans? What do you mean? I didn't even know snakes shit like that. That's new information to me. All right. Well, fuck, guys. We're at the end of the priority subscriber queue. We have 34 minutes left. So if we're in the chat, Wilson, congratulations on everything, bro. It's been really cool to get these wins with you being a part of it as well. Shout out to you. Snake do shit looks like diarrhea. That's horrible. So we are going to get into these free bumps from the chat. Let's just jump into it. I'll play a beat, I guess, while we do this, or something else from the vault. But if you are in the chat, this is how it's going to work. So for the next 30 minutes, we're going to listen to stuff for free. If you're in the chat, if you want to get bumped up, just put your artist name in the chat. Make sure that you have submitted. He's on the Instagram right now. Make sure you submitted. This was like one of the last beats I made. But yeah, if you want to get bumped up, put your artist name in the chat. We'll bump people up for free for the next 30 minutes. You know, just put your artist name in the chat. That's it. That's all. That's all I was going to say. Play this fucking quiet-ass beat for a second. If you guys aren't listening, you're going to miss your chance. So put your artist name in the chat right now. What am I missing on my life? I don't really fuck around with the vibe. I already know my life. Anton, you have another one in there, bro? I don't see it. What am I bitching on my hands, ayy? On my life, on my guys, ayy. What am I missing on my life, ayy? What am I on my city, on my life, ayy? On my bitch, on my, yeah, I'm on a high, ayy. Sunday morning, and I get it on a Mars, ayy. Talking about Drake? When you say the Canadian, do you mean Drake? Suzette will get you bumped up. Again, if you're in the chat, put your artist name in the chat right now. We're bumping people up for free for the rest of the stream. It's happening. We're doing free bumps from the chat. I appreciate that. What else we got? I haven't made beats in a while. It's been like since June. I haven't had a chance to sit down and make anything. Anton, I got you up there. Ben's Baby, we got you up there. Anybody else? Any other takers? If you're in the chat, you've submitted in the Google form. Bumping people up in the chat for free right now. Monroe Jordan, what's good, my guy? If you have a song for us, let us know. We're doing free bumps for the rest of the stream. I know Oscar's working, so I'm just gonna pull him up there. I know he's pushing chorus right now. Hey, hey. These for days. I got these on my I be working for a wage. This is on a do my shoot my shut up. I got lazy me on my like man, like man. Hit a home run like Major League. Oh, just left New York on the flight home right now. I didn't know that, bro. What are you doing out here? Barbie Kush, let's get you bumped up. If you're in the chat, you want to get bumped up for free, all you got to do is submit your music and let me know the artist name in the chat. If you are here and you're trying to get bumped up and you have submitted, let me know your artist name right now. I'm building the queue while we listen to this beat that I made like 4 months ago. But we've got about 30 minutes left, so we're going to do free 30 minutes for everybody. Here to show New Blue how to go. Hey. Barbie Kush, I pulled you up already. Artistic Devastation will get you bumped up. If you're in the chat, put your artist name in the chat. We are doing free bumps from the chat right now. Make sure you have submitted it in the Google form if you have not. I don't know if I have heard your music before. You guys have until this beat runs out to put your artist name in the chat because we are bumping you up for free. Oh, fuck, that was your first show ever, bro. Submit your music right now. That's what we're doing. I'll play this one last beat, guys. This one actually feels like Drake would fit on it, Curry. If you're in the chat, put your name in the chat. Submit in the Google form, and I'ma pull you up into the queue. That's not a good song. but it's what you should do right now if you're here hanging out with us. Right now. You're a sub? That's fine. Free bumps is the last 30 minutes of the stream. We always try and do this when we have time. Sometimes we don't have time, but today we do. Hey, hey. Hey, Drew Empire, could you actually just resubmit this with not a Google Drive link? Because they never fucking work. I mean, I guess we'll try. We'll try first. We'll try. Yeah, browser's unable to play this audio file. I'm not downloading it. If you have sent in a Google Drive link, please resubmit with something else that's not a Google Drive link. And if you are going to send a Google Drive link, make sure it's private. These two right here, YJB, Drew Empire, please resubmit using a link that I can open in browser. Otherwise, I will not be able to play it on stream. We're going to start with Kari. Let's get into it. You guys have heard enough of my beats. All right, this is Kari, produced by 10-Day. I had no idea. All right, look. I fuck with this artist, 1. I fuck with 10-Day, 2. So this is her 3rd single. It's called Bleeding. Let us know what you think in the chat. It's beautiful already. This feels like 10-Day in the production. Kari makes noise on Instagram. Oh yeah, you gotta let me know when this comes out. Whenever this comes out, it's in my playlist, without a doubt. Comes out very soon. So they just make them different in the UK, bro, I'm telling you. This is crazy good, says Carlito. Mundane says the vocals are so pretty in the percussion. This is so fucking cool. Monroe Jordan says this is smooth. Strings, oh my god. Beautiful. Amazing vocal control. Kari makes noise on Instagram. Yeah, we're doing free right now, so please do not subscribe or gift a sub if you're in this part of the stream. We're doing free bumps from the chat. Barbie Kush says, I love this. Everything about this is perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. Do you play bass on this? This is so perfect. I mean, like, honestly, between you and 10-Day, and then the additional production sound design by Mellow Zed too, like, the 3 of you have done something incredible on this song. 2:53, and I honestly wish it was twice as long. This is one of those songs, and I'll say this because, like, I feel this way about 10-Day's music too, just in general. Like, it's the type of music that is such an experience that you fully get lost in it, like, just fully immersed. And that's what stands out to me. I think, like, you know, it's tough. Put the link back. Yeah, here you go. It's tough to, like, give any feedback on that because it just was so beautiful. Like, everything about it was so beautifully done. I could listen to it 100 more times and never get tired of it. Rich Man by Yano up next. Seriously amazing job. Please let me know. Please keep me updated when it comes out. And if I can support it all, I'm happy to support. Rich Man by Yano up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. Yeah, please do. Please do. Please do. Made by Yano. Made by Diano. Alright, for me, the only thing that could improve on this one, vocal mix. It's a little thin. I would love to hear you open it up just a tiny bit more. My unborn son, Tommy Richmond, cause he be $1 million baby from the crib with it. That's a bar though. The I should name my baby Tommy Richmond bar is a bar, and I really like that a lot. From the start when I was telling, but oh well.
story hits way harder when others tell it or you fell. Now I'm too ill. Swear I'm sick of y'all who just think off a few cells. Dragging balls across the face of those who think they're saying much. If I just had one wish, make the haters hush. Let me work.
Energy is really good on this. It looks like you produced this as well. I like the production on this a lot. Beat is definitely fun.
Seasons always bloomful. People keep on talking about money plans that they never knew. Hating isn't godly, get a hobby. That's what you should do.
Bounce is crazy, Sister Darius. Again, if you guys are in the chat and you're trying to get bumped up for free, make sure you submit your music and let me know your artist name in the chat, because we are doing free bumps for the rest of the stream. Hey, hey.
Just be lucky I ain't got it. Cause if I was a rich man, I would stun on everybody like, ooh. If you hating,
the bounce is really great, and the energy on the track is really good too. Barbie Kush, I got you as well. Yano says yes, and I produce everything I send. We love self-produced artists. The only reason I started learning how to produce was so I could do it for myself. I just never really got back to it. No, I know. I appreciate that.
I keep carrots in my mouth. Even without girls, I'm dropping jewels. I should start speaking now. I'm a rich man, even with nothing in bank accounts. The game is to be told, not so. That's what I'm.
Jella, I got you. Thank you.
Mention that I'm not rich, only rich in spirit. But it's worth enough that I know I can make some payments with. Like I'm running over. Soon I can start baiting with it.
Drew Empire up next.
So they can just start drinking from it. Well, it's deep enough, but you can't.
And let us know what you think in the chat. As always, we do want to know what you think of these songs. If you have any constructive criticism, let us know. We got about 20 minutes left in the stream. If you're in the chat, we are bumping people up from the chat for free right now. Just make sure you submit in the Google form, and if you do submit in the Google form, let us know what your name is so we can get you bumped up, all right?
If you hate and get a hobby, cause even if I'm not rich, I still stun on everybody.
Ooh.
Just be lucky I ain't got it. Cause if I was a rich man, I would stun on everybody.
Ooh.
If you hate and
I like this one. I saved it in the songs we found on Twitch playlist. The only feedback that I have is that you could widen out the vocal mix just a touch, make it feel a little thicker, kind of give it a little bit more oomph. There's maybe one sound. That like counter melody is happening. I don't know if I'm crazy about that sound in the beat specifically, but other than that, I do enjoy this one. Yeah, maybe that sound by the end of it gets to be a little bit much, but overall, that was a really solid one. Drew Empire, Allure, Revised. Let us know what you think in the chat. We listened to another Drew Empire song earlier on today. Felt like he really dived in and doubled down on his tone. So let us know what you think in the chat on this one. I'm hoping vocally we're getting a similar tone to what we got from the other one. I mean, first thing on this, and the biggest note is probably just the beat, very loud. The vocal sits, it's kind of like this. Like if I could visualize beat, vocal. This is how it feels right now. I need it to be a little bit more like that.
Short-sighted, but so cold can't fight it. You make heat ignited, go cook up, go bite it. Stealing all your happiness.
I would also say maybe slightly too much reverb delay on the lead vocal on this one. My rule of thumb is always like if you can hear the reverb delay as a separate element outside of the vocal, it's too much. So for me, you can, if you listen in closely, you can really hear the reverb and delay after the vocal. It doesn't feel like it's a part of it necessarily. So for me, that's where that kind of line is, and where I feel like, all right, you gotta kind of cut it down a little bit. So I usually don't do Sundays. I usually do Mondays and Thursdays, but I can't stream on Monday and Thursday this week. I'll be doing this Sunday, and then next Saturday we'll do a makeup stream. Every now and then I'll do a weekend stream. I'm thinking about adding one that's more like interviews on the weekend, where we kind of like sit and talk, or like DJ sets. But I've been kind of thinking about playing with like a weekend stream just to kind of add to it. We'll see if it happens or not, but. I do love that I get to do this. Like my whole life though is about music and like, you know, finding artists and working with artists. Like that is something I really love. So
My soul has been pure, obtained with allure. Live life out asked for. Vacating at seashore. Bad one with contour. Bad wings, I need more.
Sorry, I closed the soundboard. Otherwise, I'm gonna go crazy with it.
My soul has been pure, obtained with allure.
So things that I would think about. Plosives. I heard quite a few plosives in that. That's gonna be just something that you can EQ out, DS, use those kind of tools to kind of bring it out. I do feel like you should get the mix revised because the beat is definitely louder than the vocals. So I would go back, make sure that the vocal is the star of the show. Cut down the reverb just a touch. It's just slightly too much. You could bring down the witness ever so slightly or bust it to an auxiliary channel, and I think it'll solve the issue that you're getting right now. But what is a plosive? So a plosive is things like p, f, s, right? So when you're recording, things like that are going to be kind of accentuated. Also, depending on where you're standing, like in relation to the mic, sometimes if you're a little bit further back, you'll actually get more out of your vocal recording. And that's why also when people say, you know, when you're recording and performing, don't get all this like up here with the mic. I do that because this is what I'm doing and it's more speaking. But when you are recording, there is kind of a distance that you want to be from the mic so that you are getting the best vocal recording. I think a lot of people don't really talk about that. It's different mic to mic. I forget what it's called. There is like a specific like technical term for it. But plosives are going to be worse the closer you are, right? Because it's going to pick up on the P's and the F's and the S's. You can use things like a de-esser. You can use things like EQing to kind of cut those things out or bring them down so they're not as present in the mix. But it's something to think about. And it's something a lot of vocalists don't really think about at first. But the further you get in, the more you work with engineers, the more that people will start to understand, right? Kwame Brown up next. Hypertension, G minor, 75 BPM. We're going to get something maybe a little bit more R&B centric from Kwame today. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is a beat. And we might increase and kind of go into rapid fire mode, do the 60-second song clips instead, which is what we usually do. Oh, I love this. TNCT, what's going on? This is fire. Very neo soul. Like I hear a neo soul vocalist on this for sure. Yeah, Kari, there was a point in time where I only made R&B music, and then that was like post being a rapper. Because I used to sing a chorus and stuff, right? Like I've always been a singer. But there was like a period after rapping where I was like only making R&B and like writing R&B songs. And I just never got around to like recording or releasing any of it. But yeah, like I do sing. You can make me sing you a song if you really want to, but it's just not something that I do as much in music these days. I think when I do record music, I tend to sing more now than I do, and vocal arrangement and like harmonies and stuff is like where I really enjoy myself the most. But I never got back to like releasing music like that or putting music out, so it's just something that kind of like I do because I love it. But yeah, like I also am a classically trained violinist, which is just a little fun tidbit for you all. Like I really like came up playing music first, and then kind of found myself as an artist. Loved hip hop. Kind of learned how to produce. This is sick right here. This is the surprise he was talking about at the 2-minute mark. TNCT, let me know your artist name. This is beautiful, bro. Yeah, big R&B head, big like soul gospel head, honestly. I feel like I learned about runs from like re-listening to like very specific artists. Like I was really listening to a lot of Jodeci and practicing runs, and like, I mean, I think I need Melodyne to hit those too, to be completely honest with you, but I mean, I would do it anyway, even if I didn't, because it would just make it better. I don't practice as much as I should. I'm a shaky vocalist, but that was a beautiful beat, bro. If you were rocking with that, Kwame Brown Beats on Instagram, that's probably my favorite beat that we've heard from you, period. Like the vocal edition was like a really beautiful thing. Anton now up next, just a verse. Let us know what you think. This one's called Rubber. 16 and a beast. All right, if you're in the chat, you should tap in with him. You should work with him. Sorry, if you send me beats, I'm gonna just sing because I enjoy myself. Produced by Anton, self-produced.
I got an optimist, keep a finger up if you rock
with bruh. This is.
I got a demon feeding my feeling, gotta get even with it. You been feeling weight on my front, that's not all the homies. You know, wait a minute, Edis is coming. They been no new division, Anton, kill him real quick. I gotta get you to listen. Hey, look at my face, follow my face. A new location, I ain't gon' wait. Looking at the people that can.
Oh my God.
Looking at them lives, they really need a vacation. I'm telling all the guys we getting them on the station.
And this is why I signed this kid. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Fake grills, never told my mama how they make it, yeah. Never told my people how to make it. Back when haters said
I'm telling you right now, bro, Anton is a problem. 16 years old, he's gonna be a problem for a long time. Aggressive in a cool way, I agree. This is that stick. This is that new stick. Jid on the stage, everyone going crazy, all the kids losing their mind type shit right here. I like this one a lot. That was Rubber, Anton. At Anton now on Instagram. You have to go follow this kid. I promise you, you are going to hear about him for a long time, bro. Anton now on Instagram. Up next, we've got Suzette. Some people do the fast rap and just end up sounding rippity-rappity. Exactly, bro. Why is this only 23 seconds? First draft at the beginning of a new song. A bit quiet? Very quiet. I mean, my biggest feedback is just like it's very quiet right now. Cut everything up. Beautiful.
Less is more.
So I really like the intro. I do think it needs to be louder. I mean, that's probably the first thing that really stands out, right? Because like I mean, I'm sure it'll be different also when you like finalize. That's not right. But I will say quietness. Like that's probably the thing at first where I'm like, all right, this needs to be louder. LM Nas on Instagram. I do want to hear where it goes. It's tough. It's really tough to make a judgment off of like 30 seconds, if I'm being honest, like even just like coming into it. Cause like, I want to see where it goes from there. I want to hear where it goes from there too. Calafiori. Shout out to Ricardo Calafiori, new Arsenal team player.
Oh my God,
but I want to see where that one goes, Suzette. That's the thing I would say. Ben's Baby, Limerence, produced by Ambrosial, up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. But the biggest thing I would say is cut that master up, get that shit louder, compress, reverb, make sure you're processing it properly. Because I liked the direction. It's just like being able to hear it clearly and really get into like how the song goes from there, right? But absolutely keep going, because there's something cool though. At Ben's Baby on Instagram. I think I have a similar bit of feedback that I've had for Ben's Baby overall, which is like just timing and making sure it's on with the beat a little bit more than it is. It goes in and out. For me, I'm a bit of a stickler for timing and delivery being on time. Even if it goes in and out, I think there's like a window that you can be in where it sounds the best. I think he gets a little outside of that window on some of this. And so that would be my biggest thing. Bro, Sudarius is crazy. Toby says very atmospheric, but sometimes you get lost in it as well. Yeah, I think I wish it was just more on time. That's really it. And I think the reason that I say that, just for everybody who understands, like the reason that I say that is that like if you're thinking about listening to music, right? Like when a song has that bounce, that rhythmic element that pulls you in and hooks you in and keeps you there, you always find yourself listening to it over and over and over again because you like that bounce. It's easy to put in playlists. It's easy to put in sets. It's easy to do all that kind of stuff. With songs that are a little bit more loose rhythmically, it's hard to get into it the same way as a listener, I think at least. And it's hard for me to really find that like I want to like fucking like bounce with some shit, right? So sometimes I feel like if the vocals and the beat don't necessarily match up rhythmically, it's hard for me to get into that bounce and really find that pocket that I'm like in as a listener. So that's why I'm always such a stickler for timing, especially on vocal delivery, because I think it really, really matters. You know what I mean? Send it to me, bro, and I'll ask. I mean, I can't guarantee that he'll do it, obviously, but I can definitely ask and just send it his way and see what he says, all right? Kuji Interlude, rough, mix. This is Oscar. But send it to me, bro. I'll definitely ask, and I'll kind of explain the situation and stuff.
Yeah, yo, look.
running faster than a
Love this
Ruto.
artist
I see
from the
what you
UK.
doing, can't
A
cut
new
this,
find
watch
for us on
the crew
stream.
blow. Hope it's not too late when you know.
That shout out to Anton for bringing him through.
UGs just to see you glow. I skirt straight up the middle. Didn't think
I think there's really something special about this guy too. I've not heard a lot of UK rappers who sound like this. Fucking money lad. Yeah, he's from Crew. You know what Crew is, Toby.
Thinking 5 minutes ago I was controlling it. Thought I'd have a happy ending this time, but this so different.
He's fire though, bro. There's something really special about this kid too.
And I'm back to curb stepping 10 toes in it.
Fucking money. Sounds a little like Slow Tie. Different parts of the country. Slow Tie is from Northampton.
Different meaning now. I'm dope talk. What am I here for? Yeah.
I hope he makes it out of Crew too. He's at work right now at the Sainsbury's.
Pure trust. That was pure.
But I think his raps are really, really solid. I really like his vocal tone too. It's actually rare. Maybe, bro. I don't know. I've been trying to sign artists from the UK this year. It's definitely one of my goals. I mean, for those who don't understand, I was born and grew up in the UK, so for me, it's like absolutely 100% like truly like a dream of mine to work with artists from the UK a little bit more. He is very good. But fucking... I mean, whatever's happening here, I would cut this part. Obviously, it's a rough, right? So I think this is just what's left over. But I think his raps are really good. Oscar, Gaslit by Oscar on Instagram. We've listened to a couple different songs from him now over the last couple of weeks. And obviously, look, like I will just say, like, if just for everybody who's in here, like, I don't just sign artists on a whim. Like, you know, the people who like Nux. Yeah, exactly. That is what I hear as well. Is like I kind of compared him to Saba on the first song that we listened to because it had a very Saba vibe to it, which is not something I'm used to from the UK. But for me, it is a dream. And just for everybody who isn't here, like I don't just sign artists off a whim. Like there is definitely more that I look at. So even if I like your music, that doesn't mean that I can just sign you. Just so you know, and I can talk about what those things are. But even if I like you, I'll support your shit regardless and figure out what I can do. Jeremy, we are still taking submissions, but we only have about 7 minutes left. So if you want to submit, send it in. Let me know your artist name. We'll put you in the free queue and try and get to you. Okay. This is Advanced with Junkrat 333. See, this is where, like, with the underground rap stuff, for me, the mixes are still really important. What more do you look at when signing? I mean, there is so much more that goes into it, because I'm a distributor, right? I'm not a label. So I can't give you funding necessarily. There's things that I can't do. I need to know that you guys are doing things like social and you understand the landscape of it. If you don't, it's so hard to push music. We don't really see things move the needle the same way that they used to, even editorial placements, without the social aspect being there. Having a team that's there in place to support and make sure you deliver things on time. I am like a one-person team, so there's not much more outside of me pushing the music. So I need people on the other side to support and be working the things that they need to work too. Like with Anton, yeah, it's a little bit more of a risk, but his dad is doing the work to make sure he's keeping on track and stuff like that and managing, right? So there is a team there. There's people I can coach and kind of work with. It doesn't have to be the most established management team in the world, but at the same time, I need to know that there's people on the other side doing things. And then just the work ethic, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like understanding the landscape, having that work ethic, really putting that work in to create music and release music and put it out consistently. Again, that was something I saw with Anton that I already loved. With J-Mac, it was similar. We listened to him over like 6 months, right? Like I didn't just sign him immediately. I saw this artist develop over time. I saw the way he applied the feedback he was getting, not just from me, but other people in the chat too, right? So it's definitely like one of those things where there's more that I have to like think about and you know goes into the process of signing an artist to a distro deal, because we have a small roster too, and I want to make sure that everybody is the right fit. It's definitely a mixed social media presence in the music. For me, music is first, right? So if the music isn't there, that's already like first strike, like all right, you need to do work. But if the music is there, maybe I'll be a little bit more lenient. Maybe I'll take a risk. I think what I've learned from being in distro over the last 2 years is there are certain risks that you can take and certain risks that you can't, and certain things that you need to look for and certain things that you need to look for to not sign an artist and not take that jump yet. So it, you know, it's definitely like, it's hard to be like, oh, these are the things that you need to do, right? If an artist has already gotten DSP placements at Spotify or Apple Music or something like that, that's a huge plus, because when we're telling the story from a distribution side, we can kind of tell that and be like, yo, you've already supported this artist before, boom, 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 this is why you should support them again. But like that's why I'm like there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just like a flippant decision of being like, oh yeah, I just want to sign this artist, let's do it. And like sometimes like I have the freedom to do that, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? But I have to be mindful of like, what does our release schedule look like? Do we have space for it in the roster? Does it make sense genre-wise with what we do and who we're sending to? And if it's maybe out of hip-hop R&B, maybe I have an opportunity to do something different with it. Or maybe we don't have like a super robust R&B roster right now. Like we've done Afro-pop, we've done alt-pop. And so for me, there is just a lot more that goes into that decision. And then obviously there's people I have to send stuff to and get them to approve as well and kind of give me the go-ahead. But at the end of the day, it is music first, and then beyond the music, how do people do? Yeah, exactly. The freedom to do it, but freedom and responsibility of like, if I sign something, that's also my name that I'm putting on it. That's also my cosign that I'm giving when I'm sending it to DSPs and curators. I don't know who Nathan Kress is. No one's told me that before. This is where they go by YJB. I'm going to look that person up, though, and see if I do look like them. What is this guy from? Into the Storm is maybe the only movie that I've seen him in.
Somebody tell me where my friends go. Yeah, they ain't wanna stay close.
I guess I kind of see it. He must be half Asian as well. That makes sense.
They was never here, turn themselves into a ghost.
This is pretty solid from YJB.
Now they see I'm on the road. Yeah, it kinda made me sad, but it's okay.
No socials is crazy though. You gotta get on that. Yeah, Zell, I'll switch it up.
They was never here, turn themselves into a ghost. Wasn't fucking with me, now they see I'm on the road. Yeah, it kinda made me sad, but it's okay because I'm on.
I've gotten Yeet before, I've gotten fucking Sean Paul before, all kinds of crazy shit. But yeah, those are some of the things that I think about when I'm looking at artists to sign, right? Like, and it's gotta be about the story that I can tell too for an artist. Like with Antone, there's obviously that angle of like, yo, this kid is 16 and he's doing all this shit himself. That is a huge plus when we're like pitching to people, right? Like that's obviously like a really compelling story to tell. So I think there's also those things you have to think about too. Is like, what is the story? What is the why? Yeah, Yeet is crazy. I got my Shiesty though. I could go put it on and see if you guys think that I look like him. This is actually a really solid track. I can't believe you don't have socials. That is insane. And you lied to me. You do have them. Jalen Bacon on Instagram. A private account. Doesn't post, but it exists. If you want to go follow, make sure you go follow. I'm not where you work. What is something you can tell me in a few words? So I'm the director of A&R at Genius Distro. I've been a Genius for the last 8 years of my life, working on Verified, Deconstructed, Open Mic is my baby. So I did a lot of the stuff that was viral on Genius's YouTube channel and was a big part of growing the YouTube channel up to where it's at now. I've also done branded content work, live events. I used to work at CAA. I manage artists, and I'm a producer and have been an artist myself. Yes, Antone, here you are. Look, boom, boom. And so now I sign artists and we put music out through Genius, and that's what we're gonna do. So I do a lot of like curation, pitching, and I curate playlists and stuff like that too. I've got an Instagram page where we support independent and emerging artists. We have the stream here, which is like a music feedback and kind of like talent incubator kind of vibe. And yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell what I do. But I do a lot of different things, and I like a lot of different things too. So. This was a really solid track from YJB. I wish that you were more active on social, because that's probably the biggest thing that I could tell you is like be active on social, because that's going to be how you build your fan base, how you build your audience, how you build your listener base, and it is a really key part of music right now and promoting music. In the Morning by Barbie Kush up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. I like the artwork. I always love when someone sends me a BandLab link, because that means that they're doing it on their phone, right? Did you do this on your phone? And I still do all of the Genius's playlists and shit. I don't know. Jeremy, let me know if that was enough of a quick breakdown. I'm based in New York, so I live in Brooklyn. Yo, this is fire. Is this you singing on it too? Barbie_Kush on Instagram. No, you're okay, bro. I used to do a lot of the interviews for it too. Like, yeah, I don't have an ego at all. I'm just a person. I try and tell people that all the time. It's like, I've done shit. Like in my career, I probably generated like 60, 70 million streams for independent and emerging artists through management and distro. And I'm really proud of it, but it doesn't make me better or worse than anyone. How you've gotten something that sounds this good on Bad Lab? I'm amazed, actually. This is really cool. Damn, I wish the other Raleigh, North Carolina artists were in here right now. Elijah Rosario is someone you should definitely connect with. Barbie_Kush_ on Instagram. So, because you're in Raleigh and you do R&B, this is another community member of ours, Barbie. ElijahRosario.music. Amazing R&B artist out of Raleigh as well. And then Masho, if you're not aware of Masho too, you should really try and get tapped in with those guys. Elijah, I feel like could really help you like get your music to another kind of level. Oh, bro, yeah, everyone should have listened to me on the Tommy Richmond wave years ago. Oh, bro, you can always ask questions. We try to create like a really welcoming like space here. Like I've been an artist, so I know what it's like to be in your position and be sending music out and be making it and shit. Like, it's just, I feel differently about the way we should approach independent and emerging artists than I think a lot of other people do. And I just have a lot of respect for you guys doing this at all. Like, it takes a lot to put yourself out there, write music, release it, and then just expect people to react to it or see, you know, like, a lot of other streamers can be really rude, and I just wanted this to be a place where you could send music in, get real feedback, learn things if you have questions and ask me questions. And I just really love this shit, so I don't know, it's different for me. This is sick, by the way. Barbie Kush in the morning, you did an absolute fucking phenomenal job. Yeah, bro, Tide's killing it too. He's somebody who's like really on my radar that I've been kind of keeping an eye on. Yo, this was fire. I have no feedback on this. I really enjoyed this one a lot. Did you produce it? Did you sing on it? Like, what was the like vibe for you? Like, what exactly did you do work-wise on that? All right, fucking, I'm gonna play the rest of these. We got a couple more minutes left. Hit Me Name, Artistic Devastation. If this is not dance hall, I'm gonna be upset about the fact that the title is Hit Me Name. Because if it's dance hall, it makes sense. Tide? Yeah, he's fucking sick, bro. He's got a good music taste. Okay, I do like the vibe of this. The mix could use some improvement, I think. Is this in English? I will say the lyrics may be a little bit hard to understand, and that might be something to think about in your subsequent releases. It's just maybe enunciating slightly more on the lyrics side of things. I do like the idea, and I like the production on it. Melodically, I'm into it. Oh, Boys for Jesus, Cash Money, T5. Let me know the artist name. I wasn't gonna do any more priority subs, but because you did it, we'll just put you on there, okay? I'm Judah. Okay, Judah. Let's get you pulled up. Still on the final mix, so I accidentally recorded this kind of low. Yeah, I was gonna say that part is probably 1.2, the mix master and the actual like levels of things. But I do like the direction and the idea here. It's cool. The production is really cool for sure. That's probably my favorite. The production is probably my favorite part. Where are you from? I'm really curious about like your accent and just your vocal, because to me that's maybe the only thing where I'm kind of, it's like a little bit of a disconnect from the rest of the song for me, but it's only because I'm having a bit of a harder time understanding it, so I'm just curious to know where you're from. Drew says I like the vocal tone. I do overall. I think I just wish I understood the lyrics slightly more. That's it. And that could just be my ears too, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, that's the end all be all. To me though, the production is like standout, you know what I mean? Like, the production is very, very good. You can subscribe Artistic Devastation on YouTube. 444 subscribers. You from Chicago? Are you from Chicago? From Chicago? Like, grew up there, born and raised? I just signed an artist from Chicago too. You should check out. Her name's CCBKE. She's from the West Side. It's definitely some more like street shit music-wise, but she can really spit. I enjoy it. Got a music video coming soon that they shot in front of the Planned Parenthood, which is kind of crazy. What up, Ned? How's it going? Welcome for the first time. We've only got a couple minutes left. We're just kind of wrapping up our free subscriber queue, or sorry, free submission queue. We've got like 4 more songs left. And then I'm going to take you guys on a raid to whoever else is on in the music space right now on Twitch. So stick around. I'll take you somewhere else so you can send it to. Okay, so you make the beats. Your beats with fire, bro. Yeah, in front of the Planned Parenthood. It's actually sick. All right, this is Down to Ride by Judah Higgins. Let us know what you think in the chat. Judah Higgins official. 19 from Georgia. I did the vocals, have a producer for the beat. He made it. I'll show you a teaser of the video. Hold on. Check this out. Video drops soon, but if you want to join the Discord, I guess everybody in here, join the Discord because we have other free submission stuff too. Follow us on Kayvan's House on Instagram too. Get at me on socials, all that stuff. We'll stream again probably next weekend. I usually do Mondays and Thursdays from 6 to 8 though. I just can't do it this week because of work. So. Oh, that's sick. Congrats to you. Yeah, this is the shots in front of the Planned Parenthood, guys. Patron shots and everything. It's actually gonna be lit. I mean, Judah, best thing I can tell you for that, bro. Keep making content on socials. Really push on that side of things. This does remind me of kind of like that, like Lil TJ kind of lane of the like pain rap, which I like a lot. Things I would work on a little bit, bro. And this is what we do here. We get feedback, so like just know that this is just my personal opinion from working in music and what I hear. So I work on your delivery a little bit more. It still feels like in certain words you haven't quite found the right pocket for your voice yet. For the most part, it's there. I like the melodies. It's just the the words, specific, like the delivery of the words. So just think about the way you do it, right? Mix actually sounds pretty solid. Reminds me of Juice WRLD a little bit. Which, I'm a Juice WRLD fan, so. Definitely make some visuals and like, I mean, bro, like one thing that I suggest to all artists is like, put yourself on your album artwork. There's no reason not to, right? Like if you're trying to like really get your name and face out there, sometimes it helps. I like the way this develops. So like the chorus is a very distinct section of the song. There's harmonies, there's background vocals, there's stacks, there's things that kind of like elevate the production of the vocal overall. My biggest thing is probably just delivery style and certain words here and there. But no, this is a pretty solid start, bro. Like, just keep going. Keep making music. It'll get easier the more you do it. You'll kind of find your own voice. The more you make music, the more record you, the more you put out. I mean, I also would make sure you're distributing, like, Spotify, Apple Music and all of those things if you're not as well. All right. This song describes how I feel knowing that we can't sign a strike with this summer because Header didn't take 27 mil. Bro, oh, my God. You are up after Jella, but can we, like, we can talk about that. I am tight. We need to just fucking sell him for whatever we can get, bro. And Keddy is the weak point. We could buy anyone else. Literally anyone, I'd be happy. All right, this is Strike by Jella. Let us know what you think in the chat. Literally anyone.
Strike.
That's stupid as fuck. Cut his salary because he never fucking plays. I mean, that's what I'd be doing right now. If this was FIFA and we were on my management career, I would offer him a new contract, but we cut his fucking pay. Yeah, join our Discord, bro. We got a lot of playlist opportunities in there. We got a lot of people in the community that are down to collaborate too. So just get in there and take part. Cool QQ on Instagram.
She gonna be mine by the end of the night. Strike. She
I don't like Football Manager. It's so hard. I just don't like that I can't play the games and it just sims them automatically because it's so frustrating for me. That's cool. Very slightly like a fever dream. I don't know if I love the production on this one. Again, though, I'll say this, and I have said this a bunch of times. I am not the biggest fan of like very abstract production styles. So if there isn't like a melodic through line necessarily or a rhythmic through line, it can kind of lose me. I know a lot of people like this kind of space. For me, I'm not crazy about this beat. I like the vocal. I think the vocal sounds good, but the beat itself is not really getting me the same way. That's all. Cool QQ on Instagram. Where's your take on SoundCloud Pro being able to promote music? I can't put it up more. I mean, it's the same as any of the ad kind of like things that you can do on like Spotify, right? Like Marquee or like any of those. Like you spend money, sure, it'll do something, but it is going to do the most for you and be the best return on investment. Probably not. So it really depends on what you're going for. Like if SoundCloud is a predominant platform, which honestly, I wouldn't really suggest SoundCloud being the predominant platform that you're pushing on, because it's just like one of those things. From the direction, it reminded me of Drugs by Sway Clark. It's just like not the platform where everyone is listening to music. SoundCloud also we're already doing for subscribers without them realizing now they've made a function for it. Yeah, I don't know that I would do like pay for it personally, but I mean it's pretty up to you on what you want, you know? Yeah, I mean that's fine, I guess. I don't know. If it's already there, then use it. If it's something you don't have to pay extra for, use it. Why not? Alright, this is Blah 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 by Boy and More Autumn Toby out of the UK also. That's what I use SoundCloud for too. It's just literally uploading, sharing privately. Though I wouldn't do that if you're pitching to anybody who works at like Apple or YouTube. They'll get mad about it. Put it somewhere that's like kind of neutral, like Untitled app or something instead. I fuck with this one, Toby. See, this is what I'm saying though. It's like rhythmically, if there's a through line that I can follow, I'm gonna fuck with it, right? The vocals all fit. They're on time. The production, though maybe a little bit abstract in the sound choices, still has that through line rhythmically. So I fuck with this. Switch was cool. I liked it. Your vocal sounds good, except for every now and like that Ming is like out of tune. That's it. And the green right there. Like that's not necessarily tuned properly. That's the only thing that I would maybe work on. I use Clip if I'm sending out stuff, but I release on SoundCloud because I would be okay. Yeah, that's totally fair. Put it on YouTube too if that's the case, because you'll be okay on YouTube also. You just won't be able to monetize. But I mean, then the next thing would be like, don't use copyrighted vocals, and then you'll be a little bit better. I think for electronic music and anyone who's making like edits or stuff like that, you kind of have to do SoundCloud by nature, right? So it's like good for that kind of stuff. But if you're releasing original music and it's like you want to get it out to a wider audience and really start building your audience, then I would maybe lean into the Spotify's and Apple's and all that kind of stuff too. If you are doing SoundCloud only, use Hype Machine and try and get your shit up using that, because I know DJs still use that a lot as a way to like pull music for sets and stuff. So all right, Truth pitched up by TNC Teach. We got one more from Jeremy after this, and then I'm going to take us on a raid to somewhere where you guys can send your music in as well in the music community. But no stream tomorrow on Monday, no stream on Thursday. We'll be back probably next weekend. Love to Vancouver, bro. Yeah, that's fine. It's really all dependent on like what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? It's like just what are your goals in music and like where you're trying to get it. That's the biggest thing. You can put it any way you want, as long as it's hitting the places you want to get to, you know? What up, Supervillain? I'm literally about to end in a second. We're gonna go raid somebody in the music community right now who's streaming. I don't know who yet, because all my friends are not online at the moment. So we'll see. I like this. Hey Drew, that's the point, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here on a Sunday. I know it was like kind of out of our usual time. I appreciate everybody sending stuff in and subscribing today as well. I like this a lot. It's not even noticeably pitched up. It's pretty cool. Oh, Eric Doe is still doing his album live, bro. I would have took him like 28 hours to make like one. Should we do Throw Genji? I usually like to do somebody who's doing like music feedback or like music review or playing your music. Maybe Stacy RPG. Got me conflicted, I can't depend on you. You know what? Yeah, let's do this one. I've never been to Stacy RPG before, but it seems like she does music feedback. Yeah, we're gonna go check out Stacy RPG after this last song. TNC Teej, I have no feedback on this one. I actually really enjoyed this. This is probably one of my favorite songs we've heard from you so far. TNC Teej on Instagram. The bounce was there. The vocals sounded good. And I liked it pitched up. It wasn't like noticeably pitched up, but it was pitched up in a way that was really fun to listen to. Let's Get High by Jeremy up next. This is more disco. Okay. This is going to be our last one of the night or the day. I'll be back next weekend for a makeup stream for missing this week. So make sure you just keep your eyes open on the Discord and everything to see when we'll be streaming next. Is this just a beat? I like this. Definitely not disco. Yeah, get in the Discord. We have a bunch of channels for connecting with other people too. Damn, this is tough. This is Juicy J remix. Jeremy _ on Instagram. Definitely finna follow you, bro. Beats hard. Alright, we're gonna go raid Stacy RPG, who I've never raided before, but we're gonna go check it out. If you are with us, come through on this on the raid. Hopefully you guys can send some music in there. I'll be in the chat for a little bit while I'm uploading VOD. VOD will be up on our YouTube tomorrow morning at around 10 a.m. Eastern time. No stream tomorrow. No stream on Thursday. Join the Discord. Go follow us on Kayvan's house to keep an eye open for the schedule. And keep an eye on when we're streaming next. We're gonna go on this raid when the song is like finishing, but join the Discord, follow us on Instagram, come join us, send me your music. We have other things like the guest list playlist, which closes tomorrow. So go to our page on Instagram, go put a song in there. It has to be on Spotify. You can only submit one song in the comments, but go put it in there. That closes tomorrow, and the guest curators this month are Private Stock, which is a studio in Chicago. This works with like Juice WRLD, Saba, Chance the Rapper, all the greats in Chicago. So make sure you tap in with them. More free playlisting opportunities on the way as well. So come join the community. Ikani, we are about to finish. I'm about to take you guys on a raid. Come on the raid with us. But if you haven't, follow us here. Join us on the Discord. And go follow us on Kayvan's house on Instagram too. And we'll stay tapped in with you guys. I'm listening to music all the time. I'm playlisting music all the time. Keep your eyes open for new content this week. And I will see you soon. All right, peace. Happy Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your week. And I'll see you next weekend, all right? Bye. Thanks for a great stream. And come on this raid with us. We're going. Oh, what up? Sorry. Yeah, I'm literally finishing right now. We're going on a raid in 7 seconds. So I'll see you guys in the chat. All right. Bye.